It's a good amount now. I'm your stream host. That's your classic. Have an interesting bracket.
on stream, Janet? Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Hello? Hello? The stream running? Oh damn. Is the mic on right now? I can barely hear right now. My ears are ringing. This is why most casters have headphones, have headsets. Yeah, you sped over here. That was a speedy move. Do I have a buy? I have a buy, yay. Okay.
You do, of course you do.
Nice.
Yo, what's going on, people? I'm sitting here with Fang. It's your boy, ZWJ. I go into member aliases, but you know, that's who I always am. We got our tournament starting here.
Alright, so we have S2 Ray versus Pop. Janet and Derek actually just played Melee, and Janet bodied Derek, so let's see how it goes. I know Janet mains Toon Link.
She's up 100% right now. She's gonna win.
Janet mains Toon Link, I know that. And Janet's actually, her Toon Link isn't that bad. Like, she knows the basics of the game, and she knows how to work it. Derek, on the other hand, he's got his Cloud, not opting for the Falco because it looks like
nairing. That's how you win this
he
matchup.
just wants to win, man. Oh, no.
If your opponent can't tech, you just nair them and they lose.
The way this matchup goes, I don't really know in particular, but Toon Link is actually, all jokes aside, a very solid anti-meta pick. Because Toon Link actually can deal pretty well with most top tiers, actually. I know that he does pretty well against Rosa, from what I've heard. I'm not sure about Cloud, though. However, she's keeping things pretty even right here. Oh, nice down air. These down airs are so well placed. Derek can't seem to get his. Derek's not too precise right now, and Janet seems to be. Oh, that could have been a kill.
Yeah, that's gonna be death right
Oh,
there.
yeah, that's gonna be it. I don't think Janet knows how to do the tether recovery.
Yeah, she doesn't know a lot of
While
routine,
dropping
so
his fidget spinner.
his
Derek-
Beyblade.
Derek's just trying to keep a lot of offensive pressure right now on Janet. It's working pretty nicely. I think Derek is starting to catch on to Janet's down airs here, though, and that could be what loses her this game.
Oh, that's gonna be it, right?
Oh my
You
god!
get dunked. Top 10
Heck,
dunks.
Kobe? Wow. Derek,
Holy shit.
she's a lady. Be a gentleman, Derek. Actually, nah.
Yeah, so,
Equal rights. You know?
Yeah.
Everyone is equally dunked.
yeah, you're right.
Getting dunked has no discrimination over gender, race,
Yeah. Hey,
anything.
Any person here can get dunked in an instant. I don't want
Exactly.
to hear nothing about it.
Doesn't matter how good you are at the game. Doesn't matter how bad you are at the game.
She's going to Battlefield again? That's crazy. I would have got FD.
I kind of agree with this pick, honestly.
think so?
I think Tink does pretty well in Battlefield.
Yeah, but she misses like every tech. She kept getting nared.
If Janet ever decides to pursue her competitive career in this game, I would opt. Here's some rough advice for her. Toon Link's game revolves pretty heavily around bombs, and I haven't really seen Janet pull too many bombs. I haven't seen her down air placing is nice, but it's kind of a risky move. So what Toon Link's bombs do is essentially, those are his combo setups. If he hits a bomb, it has a set amount of knockback and allows Toon Link to follow up with either a forward air or some other option.
Right now. That's dead. She could have made it back.
The weird thing is Janet's not after Janet presses up B, I don't think she's holding forward to drift towards the ledge.
She's literally just going straight up.
Yeah, I don't
So
know.
she's not directly below the edge. She just dies.
Yeah, Derek seems to be having his way with her right now.
Yeah, like I said, this is not good.
Derek just keeps applying the pressure up.
Shit, you got side smashed? Derek sucks at this game.
That's a nice hit. Pretty good hit. Oh, wow.
Again?
Could
Derek
Janet possibly...
fucking
Oh,
blows.
Janet's going for the snipe. Oh, my God. Fearless.
This is crazy.
Janet doesn't know fear, but she makes it back. Ooh, the win box. That's going to be...
Derek died.
That is the first
Holy
stock?
shit. Yo, Derek, you're shit at this game.
Yo, esports.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Esports.
Derek, you smell bad. How's that?
Uh-oh.
She's dead.
This
She's
could
not
be
gonna
it for...
make
Yeah, I don't know.
She's not
Uh-oh.
gonna make it.
Is Derek going to go for disrespect? Nah. That'll be the set, though. Honestly,
Well, yeah, that was pretty fast.
pretty good showing from Janet, though. She did take a stock, and for someone who doesn't play competitively and for the amount of experience Derek has, that's pretty good.
She took a whole stock, ladies and gentlemen. That's
Pretty good. That was pretty good.
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of embarrassing for Derek that he lost a stock in this
Janet,
set.
you gotta use bombs more, dude.
It's like,
Also, you're covering super high. You can just do it right below the ledge. It's cool. Derek can't hurt you. Derek sucks at this game.
yeah, he lost a
pretty good,
stock. He shouldn't have lost a stock. Hey, that's
Matt,
a win on
gold
your side.
med.
You
Gold
won.
med. That's it.
That's it.
Janet actually won. That was the moral victory
Yeah.
for Janet.
Yeah, that is definitely the moral victory. Derek got wrecked right there. I don't know how he's gonna feel
That
about
may be
this.
the quickest set of all time, though. I don't know who we're gonna have next on stream. Might be
yeah.
Robbie versus Tim or something like that. Or
Yeah.
we'll have another maybe round 1 match.
We'll see what happens. I'm glad I get to commentate early this time. I kind of enjoy the commentary.
Commentating's fun. I enjoy it very much. If anyone's actually watching the stream right now, we have 0 viewers, but if anyone's watching this VOD, you can follow me on Twitter at FAN9S if you enjoy my commentary. If not, well, I don't know what to tell you.
You can't follow my Twitter because I don't have one.
Oh,
And even
wow.
if I did, I wouldn't let you follow it.
That's
if you
good on
followed me,
Trump.
I'd block you. And
So we currently don't have a second match called for the stream just yet.
so we could talk about our life.
I mean, I'd rather we call another match. Yo, can you call Robbie and Tim up next? Because that's like
Yeah,
there's
get
no
someone
one
to play on
else available.
stream. Get someone to play on stream.
PJ, who you playing? Who? Alright, so we got Forte. We got Fly Guy, Forte, FF, Fortissimo, whatever you want to call him. I just call him PJ personally. Versus G-Man. I think, what school are you going to again? Adelphi, that's right, alright. So we got Adelphi versus Hofstra. I think G-Man's a tad better at Melee than he is at this game. However, we do have an Invader repping the nerd hat. It's a fashion statement, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Zach texting, not paying attention to anything I'm doing right now. I am putting him on blast. I also have my phone out.
I mean, there's nothing going on. Task signature.
Colleen did not text me back. In fact, my text is still sending because Hofstra's Wi-Fi is actual Garbo.
Yeah, dude. Oh man. He spelled his name with the umlaut A.
What is Gobbler? What is Gobbler Tray? What's Gobbler Tray? I don't know what that is. That sounds something like something.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We got game 1.
All right.
Martha's Cloud, Smashville.
On
You know,
Smashville, the classic.
game.
Being a G-Man player,
This is a classic game right here. Martha's Cloud on Smashville. This is as standard as you see.
being a Melee player, I'm not surprised that G-Man picked Cloud. It seems to be a very common pick for most people who
Yeah,
enjoy
Cloud's
Melee.
pretty easy and pretty good, so,
I
you
mean, I
know.
would say, I don't think any character in this game is easy, but if there's a character that rewards good fundamental usage, it's definitely Cloud.
I think when I say easy, and I think a lot of people don't mean this to say easy, they just say that they lose
Like
monster
easy to like pick up at first. Like what you
No,
know
yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
what I'm saying.
Not easy to win with, but easy to like, you know.
No, yeah, that's my point is when I say easy.
Like at a
I
basic
think that
level, Cloud doesn't really have too many gimmicks to him.
At a basic level, you just play the neutral decently, you just win the game as Cloud.
This wall of forward smashes right now that Forte is deploying is
This tech gets
giving
dash
G-Man some
attack.
trouble.
Oh man, can he recover from there?
He should.
Nope.
Oh no,
He passed it all too far.
yeah, he could have actually made that back.
We see the teabagging going on, calling his opponent out artificially.
Yeah, PJ's looking pretty good right now. He's looking pretty solid. However, G-Man's got a nice little
Yeah, he's
up
struggling
airs.
with landing right now though. I think that Marth has a lot of tools to land with, and he's not relying on them.
The thing is, Martha's a little floaty, and I do agree that he can perhaps get out of that pretty, not, I would say easily, but he can get out of it better than a lot of characters.
He's got something like counter, right? So you have to, as the Cloud, you have to be wary of that, and if you're not, which he wasn't doing, which is up airing repeatedly, you can just counter Cloud.
I mean,
and then
depending-
you instantly have stage control again, you know?
Depending on counter, though, if you get hit by the up air and you're too low to get hit by the counter, that can actually leave Marth in a very dangerous position.
I think that generally, though, most Clouds aren't very good at spacing it properly, and I think
Not
that,
at a low level, I don't think. I don't think a lot of people on the low level are good at most things that we see rewarded in top level play.
yeah, I think it's just an option to be aware of, though, and it's one that you should definitely try to use if you're the Marth player here.
Forte is not letting up with these forward smashes right now. G-Man doesn't seem to have answers to it. That'll be game 1 being
Jesus.
wrapped up quickly, put in a present, wrap it up with a bow. It's done.
Yeah,
It's over.
He gave the anime boy a haircut. With that side smash,
Gave him that ill shape of dude cuts.
he said, let me give you a nice trim here.
I think Xavier just lost and now
Xavier just died in the background.
it's like, I think of Xavier in terms of like popping off. I think of him as like a nicer, more fit K9. I can barely hear myself over Xavier right now. This is why commentators have noise canceling headsets.
Yeah, because everyone likes to shout in the venues. All right, game 2, we're going here again.
It also doesn't help that the acoustics in this room would make it,
This is a button check, I think.
I don't know, perhaps. Maybe he's teaching him how to play the game? I'm not too sure. Yeah, you just move with the analog stick, press the A button, that's how you attack. Okay, good, let's go.
Yo, Cloud's up throw is actually really sick. I don't see it that often.
We don't see it too often because it really doesn't lean too much. It doesn't really set up for combos.
It's a shape. It's really cool looking. It's like double kicks them, you know?
I've seen it as a kill throw in very, very specific scenarios.
It's really high though. I
If it's
imagine,
really
like
high, you have to
150
have
or
rage.
160.
You have to be on like a top platform or something like Dreamland.
That just seems way too situational. You don't really want to use an option
I mean,
like
you
that.
could. If the situation arises, it's always good to have a mix-up
Hey, yeah,
in plan.
definitely having the option there is better than not having it there, but it's not an option you're going to rely on anyway.
Okay, so this could be a good. Oh no, he
That
uses
was-
cross slash
that was
instead of up B, and G-Man reels back in terror. Or does disappointment. Probably more disappointment. Forte seems to be controlling the stage quite well right now. Like, doing a great job. Oh, finally we see the up throw. I'd opt, at these percentages, honestly, I'd opt for down throw, but honestly, it doesn't matter since most Cloud's throws at this percent. Oh, that could be it. That might be it. He has no jump.
Okay, no, you gotta pick up.
Yeah, the platform assist him, but he probably would have made it back, honestly.
Yeah, he would have put ledge, I think. It would have
Recovery. Good recovery.
You get to the blue, that's pretty important.
Let's see if G-Man can even get on the
Keeps
board
getting
here.
sidestepped.
The thing is, he's not putting up his shield, so and that's gonna be it. Yeah. If you don't put up your shield, you're gonna get hit. Like that's how this game works.
He's playing way too aggressive. He's like using a defensive output like shield and dodge, so he just got punished very heavily.
Yeah, Cloud has a lot of great tools in terms of mobility, and G-Man didn't seem to know how to utilize them quite yet. But you know, he's got a chance in the losers bracket. Forte will move on, however, with that nice 2-0. As you see, Cloud's earring. I wonder where he got his ears pierced.
Yeah, I think that, you know, I've said this a few times before in different conversations, and I don't know how many people feel about this, but I honestly feel like this matchup is pretty even, if not Marth being favored.
It's not too bad, honestly. I think Cloud still wins it, but
think Cloud wins
not by much. It's like 55-45.
I would say it's 55 Marth's favor.
The thing is, Marth has a lot of good tools to edgeguard Cloud, but Cloud, by definition, still is the better character in terms of frame data, ways to kill, and mobility. However, Marth has Marth's sword allows him to be able to gimp Cloud extremely effectively, and his neutral isn't too bad against Cloud either, to be honest. You just gotta avoid getting juggled.
I think that it's just that Marth has so many good spacing tools, and as long as you can maintain an even fight with your opponent and not lose the neutral too easily.
Yeah.
Because like if you lose the neutral, they'll just start narrowing you and reading all your recoveries, and you can't do anything. You know,
It's
that
feasible.
feels pretty bad.
It's pretty feasible. Like Marth has a lot of good tools. However, we're gonna have finally a winners round 2 match. However, no one's running stream right now, so I'm gonna call him out
It's
on blast.
completely fine. I'm fine with this outcome.
This is winners round 2, by the way.
Yeah, all
He's
right.
got it. He's on top of things.
We got round 2.
All right, so this should be an interesting match. Robbie is an interesting player in terms of consistency because at his peak he can contend with the best of the best here, but at his worst he can kind of bust her out sometimes.
Yeah, we've seen this semester he struggled a lot at the beginning. He's gotten better, but you know.
I mean, he made it to winners finals at one of these tournaments, and now he's against Tim, who's been fairly consistent throughout this entire semester. So
whereas Triff is on the rise, you know, he plays Ryu, a very powerful character, and he plays Ryu very well, learning a lot of tech skills.
Yeah, Tim,
but,
after
he definitely has his mistakes that he makes.
What makes me extremely happy is Tim abandoned the joke of being a melee player and just saying Smash 4 is dumb, I hate Smash 4, I don't even play this game, blah, blah, blah. Then Tim started getting more and more absurd once he realized that more people were playing Smash 4 instead of melee. That's what his friends were into. He started going out to locals. He even made top 8 at a local not too long ago, like a few months ago, maybe 1 or 2.
Yep.
Revolution Smash on Long Island, he got I think 5th place, and he did really well. He did better than the rest of the Hofstra boys that went there, which is pretty unheard of for Tim.
Oh yeah. So
this could go either way, honestly.
What his tag is about?
Which one? UFO?
Yeah. So Facade is this guy that Tim was talking about earlier, who wrote Communist Theory, and he basically thought that.
Yeah, I knew something we had to do with communism.
He basically thought that nuclear war was inevitable, and also aliens were going to come to Earth one day and bring communism with them, because aliens would have found in their futuristic society that socialism is the best and communism is the best.
Communism is the best.
So Facade was kind of a crazy guy, and he thought UFOs were going to come down from space or whatever. Hasn't happened yet. We'll see though. He's got the sunglasses on too. This is pretty cool. Robbie though, he's got his music in. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, Robbie's got his music in. No, he's in the zone.
Yeah,
both players very much ready to go.
It's gonna be. After the first game, we'll be able to gauge, I think, better how people are gonna do. Obviously, Robbie's mentality is really key here because I think it's what hit propelled. Robbie, I'd say, out of any player here at Hofstra, is the most momentum propelled. Basically, what I mean by that, it all depends on his mentality. If Robbie's feeling it, he's getting it going. He's almost unstoppable in the neutral.
Oh yeah, he plays a really solid neutral, and with a character like Roy too, it's kind of surprising.
But if you snuff out Robbie's momentum, then he finds it really difficult to pick it back up again and really just groove and move.
He's a player I think we've all seen struggle before. But, you know, every player struggles at some point.
I think
it's a matter of how you overcome that struggle.
Ooh, sure you can. However, I'm surprised. Ryu is really scary. I hate Rage Ryu is probably I think he's scary. If you ask me what the scariest character in the game was, yeah, unsafe sure you can.
God, that's painful.
Tim loves to just throw those out in neutral because of how great the hitbox is. However, if you do shield it, you can't get punished for it.
You die if your opponent shields it.
So I think
like up tilt in the nair was a really good thing to do. He read the DI on Ryu, followed up nicely.
Yeah, Robbie's looking pretty good right now, though. His mobility's great. He's not running into Tim too much, and he's getting these little tiny baby safe hits.
Yeah. It's
Tim's
not
not
a lot
able
of
to
chip damage, and eventually he relies on Or being able to kill early, and then gets a kill, you know? We saw the lucky side snap in the previous stock.
With Rage Roy, though, any good hit, honestly, from the side, on the right side, fun fact, actually, the right side of Smashville is, the blast zone is a lot smaller than the left side of Smashville. You are more likely to die off the right as opposed to the left at the same percent, the same rage and all that.
I wonder why that is.
I don't know. Some aspects of this game are kind of unbalanced, like in these little baby ways. I don't understand it, but hey, Daddy Sakurai had a plan in mind, so I can follow it.
We'll see what happens though when we get that fresh DLC.
I'm liking this movement by Robbie right now, though. He's really he's dancing around Tim and not letting Tim guess where he is. Ooh, great mix-up right there.
Good up tilts into side smash. He's getting a little greedy there, though.
Now, this is actually getting scary because that could happen.
Oh, goodness.
Yep.
The rage, in combination with the percent on Roy is enough to take it.
The thing is, like I said, Rage Ryu is the scariest character in this game. Like you could, if he's at like high 100s or like early 100s, sure you can around 60 to 70% is going to clean up your stock. It is terrifying.
I think Tim likes playing intimidating characters. He plays Little Mac too.
He plays Little Mac. He plays Ices and Melee.
Yeah.
He plays Snake and Brawl and PM.
Yeah, he just plays characters that are really scary at certain times.
We can say that on YouTube because they allow Project M on YouTube. Fun fact.
Alright, anyway, we have game 2 here. Going to Battlefield. Good pick, I think, honestly.
I think it's a great pick. The high ceiling really allows for Robbie to not be as scared of dying of those Shoryuken percentages.
And he gets combos way easier to do.
Yeah, I agree with that too. And, like the triplats also work in his favor as well. This isn't particularly a terrible stage for Ryu, but when your main heal option is off the top.
I think that Roy can capitalize on the good things of the stage a lot better than Ryu can. Not that Ryu can't capitalize on it, but Roy can do it better, I think.
I know Robbie likes to go for forward air, run up forward air a lot because it's a very quick option. However, Tim is very safe with his recoveries and always goes slow. Oh, great tech. Excellent.
Yeah.
Let's jump there.
He said, I have Shoryuken too.
His counter pick, however, not working out in his favor because he would have died on any other stage.
It's alright though, we'll see what happens.
Oh no, that's it actually. Oh wow, Magneto Hands. Look at a fully enraged Kung Fu hobo.
Yeah. What do you
ready
think,
to kill.
What do you think of run off stage and counter to catch Ryu's recovery?
It's kind of hard because the window to catch that Ryu's recovery is actually really difficult. Ryu's recovery is actually pretty safe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I just thought of it as a possible option, you know?
Your best bet is to get him inside B. Terrible DI for Robbie. That's going to wrap his first stock.
I think that in a lot of situations I'm seeing, counters are better used. This is something I was thinking the other day. Counters are better used broadly than reactively. I think most players use it expecting for your opponent to hit them and then get them. You need to be using like, okay, I'm going to use it to edge on them. I'm going to use it to get out of this combo, you know?
I think counter's a decent mix-up, but at an upper level, it's really easy to tell if someone's going to keep fishing for it.
No, yeah, it's definitely not that great, which is why I said you have to use it proactively, you know?
Yeah.
You don't want to use it reactively, because then your opponent's going to know exactly what to do. Just like if you wait for them to counter you and try to shield what they're doing, they're going to have better options to react, you know? Anyway, back to the game here.
I kind of agree with that though. Like, I don't know though. Counter I don't really see working out as a viable option right now in this matchup.
Yeah, counter's not that great.
I don't agree with that up B at all. But hey, it would work.
That's damage. That's damage.
A forward smash would have killed though. Now he's getting into rage percentage again. Robbie's gonna have to wrap this up quickly or else he's. That's it. Wow, excellent work by Robbie. Definitely counter pick working in his favor 100%. Suzaku Castle from Melee. Look at that. That's Suzaku Castle.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
That's great. 20XX, dude. 20XX is wild.
Oh yeah, it's great. Alright, where do you think Ryu's gonna take him?
Probably Town. Unless Robbie banned it.
What do you think about Dreamland?
Dreamland's also okay. I think
I know Tim loves this stage.
I'm fairly certain Robbie banned Town though, because that is the stage you want to ban against Ryu.
Plus I know that Tim really loves this stage.
Yeah. This stage isn't too bad for you, honestly. It can work really well. Kind of low ceiling.
Oh yeah, very low ceiling compared to Battlefield.
There's a slight fear of being pineapple, but I like Robbie. I think he swung the momentum a bit in his favor.
I think that generally Tim doesn't really get pineapple at all, if anything.
Tim is actually one of the better ones at recovering on this stage, I found.
Yeah, that's why I've talked before. That's why he likes him. He can recover well, and he can go off the top. So
I like these little hits from Robbie. He's not overcommitting with any of his options at all. He's using Nair to multi-hit in case an focus attack is threatened. That'll be his early. Oh wow, nope, I spoke too soon. Robbie looking really great right now. Tim is not having an answer for any of Robbie's mobility options. Robbie's really mixing up how he approaches Tim's shield so he can get shield grabbed or upbeat out of shield.
Man.
Really nice.
I think might help Roy now with the upbeat to go off the top.
Might be able to.
We'll see what happens.
Good corner pressure.
It's very difficult for me to get in here, but he eventually gets into that 6 foot.
Because Robbie's been applying so much pressure that Tim has just not had an answer to it. Like, Tim, usually Ryu is the one who's kind of moving around a bit, trying to threaten options. Uh-oh.
Yeah, Robbie's a little too fast for him, though, so he's trying to play on the back foot this entire
Oh,
set.
no. Oh, that'll...
Oh, my goodness, that back there is so
Excellent back air. That's going to clean his first stock up pretty nicely. However, you can't really sit pretty against the Ryu. Gotta be on your toes. Robbie, though, complete control. When Tim is above, I've noticed that Robbie is doing a really good job of keeping Tim above him, and I think that's where Ryu tends to struggle the most, honestly. Look at this. He's got him all the way up to 60. Tim hasn't landed a single hit yet, commentators.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Gotta happen eventually. Yeah, it's looking good. Tim, I think, seems to be crumbling a little bit. Robbie's just this red ball of fire approaching Tim like a Hadouken, and Tim does not have any counterplay.
Like I said, he's just moving way too fast. You know,
That could have been it.
Ryu really wants to be the one that's controlling the pace of the match in any matchup, really.
Yeah, I think so.
Robbie's controlled the pace of the match in every set so far, or every game so far.
Forward tilt. Oh no. Okay, that's a shield break. That's gonna be a free kill. Oh no, he messes up. He could have just done a smash attack, but instead he tries to be cool and go for the Shoryuken confirm.
Yeah, I think that he might have been admitting his defeat and just wanted to go for something cool at the last second to say, I'm going to do something cool before I lose this set.
That was literally the equivalent of Tim dropping a wobble. Having that nice stinky foot is gonna smack Roy in the face. And now, if Roy takes up to like 60%, he's lead the game.
Yeah, we'll have to see though. I think that
It's do or die right now for Robbie.
He's playing a great neutral, so I have a feeling it's going to keep up. Not that I have any favor either way, but
I'm liking Tim's patience right now. He's doing a very good job of not overcommitting on anything.
yeah, he's not going to win this match. If he
Oh
gets
my
impatient.
god. Almost lagless. Okay, this is Tim's chance. This is Tim's chance. Uh-oh. He's at one. Oh, that's gonna be it.
That
Yep.
forward air, he spaces it perfectly to get him with the strongest hitbox on it and kills him very quickly.
Well said. That was an excellent set, I'd say. Good stuff to Robbie. Tim.
Oh, yeah.
Tim didn't play as cleanly as I usually see him, but Robbie was on point.
Oh yeah, Robbie did very good. All right, so good luck with your set, man. All right, my co-commentator Fang has gone to play a set in a minute. I'm here alone now. Yeah, good set we just saw there, though. Both players played very well. In the end, though, you know, a character like Roy with that much momentum, that much speed on his side, very difficult to react to that. So you have very little time to react, and he's very aggressive. That's the way the character plays, and he's going to constantly be in your face. So if you don't know how to deal with that, or you can't do it effectively, you're punished every single time, and it feels so bad. Anyway, moving on to another game here. We've got Laundry Guy versus Yankee. Oh, he's going. Oh, okay. I was going to say he's going Diddy Kong. I didn't expect that at all. We'll have to see, though, what he goes. Alright, they're both going their standard mains. Game & Watch and Pac-Man. Probably Smash for the start, the standard, unless they want to beat the tryhards. We're not going Pyrosphere, are we? Okay. Lilac. Oh, I heard him say Lilac. Oh no, they're going to Smash Bros. Okay. Alright, pretty neutral stage here. It can go either player's way, I think. So, in terms of how this matchup goes, I'm inclined to feel that Game & Watch is favored. Combo, Pac-Man a lot easier. Pac-Man can do anything in Game & Watch. I mean, Pac-Man does have some pretty good kill setups. The Game & Watch is really lightweight, so his kill setups are going to be hard to confirm at later percents. I mean, you could just get a random smash attack and kill Game & Watch at like 60 or 70 or something, but I don't think that's very reliable, especially when Pac-Man's all his options are very slow in general. Yeah, we're seeing here, it's very difficult for Yankee to get in. Oh, he didn't want to go off stage to get the trampoline there. Stop Pac-Man's recovery. That's okay, though. Oh my goodness, that up smash. Tried to go for the forward tilt to hit the hydrant like he's been doing this entire time. Pac-Man relying on the hydrant a little too more than I'd like to see. It's okay, though. Goodness, that nair. Where'd he go? There he is. I couldn't see him on the commentators, or the players' camp. Alright, so he died. He's back. I think that Pac-Man is relying too much on options that Game & Watch can counter too easily here. Or that Launch can counter too easily, I should say. Let's see. Dash attack good there, covering his recovery. Oh my goodness. That Iron Hammer could have been very scary. The back air, a very powerful move. Is that going to kill? Not quite. Oh, he can't make it back though. That's game one. Very handily taken by Game & Watch. I think the Pac-Man player made a few mistakes here and there in play. He relied too heavily on options that I think the Game & Watch is too easily able to counter. And he just generally got outplayed in the neutral, but we'll see what happens. He can definitely take it back still. Smash was a game of comebacks. He's switching to Diddy Kong. I like this switch a lot. Diddy Kong wins the neutral against many characters in the game and is largely considered one of the best characters in the game. Oh, back to Smashville again? Alright. I haven't seen Yankees Diddy Kong very much, but I'm excited because it's a very good pick here. Alright, the classic banana strats. Yeah. Game & Watch's option's a little too slow for Diddy Kong, but unfortunately there's no good follow-up by Diddy Kong, so he's able to get right back into the combo chain by Game & Watch. Good dash attack there. He reads the roll, very effective. Oh my goodness, he's reading everything right now. I'm very impressed. Oh, missed the up smash, almost had it though. Diddy Kong getting a little too zealous there. I think that with his rage, with Game & Watch's percent, he's not going to be able to get many combos up and down throw. He could probably go for some down tilt stuff though. Down tilt's a very good spacing option. I think that's what he should be going for more. Game & Watch is just too easy to get, is too easily able to get in here. And it's not what you want as the Diddy Kong player. You want to be the one putting pressure on Game & Watch, not the other way around. There we go, down tilt. Oh, no follow-up. It's alright though. He's got the banana. He's trying to bait the bucket with his peanut popcorn, I think. Oh, that good fair. See, this is what I was talking about. If you play a solid neutral with Diddy Kong, you can just bring the match back. Like already, it's looking pretty even. If he gets a kill combo on or kill setup on Game & Watch, that's it. Oh, I would have liked the up smash there, honestly, after the banana slip. Fair is not going to take it there. It's kind of stale by now and not that strong a move for killing. Back throw going to kill there, though. With the rage and the combined damage of Game & Watch. A very effective move. Oh, he's going for the grab follow too much. Dash attack or other reads might be better, I think. Though, not playing Diddy Kong or seeing enough Diddy Kong here on campus, it's hard to say for certain. That's exactly best. Oh my gosh, the banana saves him there, away from Game & Watch's combos. Oh, he gimps the recovery. It's unfortunate. It's a good set by both players. I like the Diddy Kong switch. It was much more effective than Pac-Man. Unfortunately, did not end up in his favor. Game & Watch still won the set. Very unfortunate, but you know, these things happen, and there's still losers run to make. You still play Diddy Kong there, potentially do very well. That's what I'd like to see, honestly. But we'll see what happens, you know. There's a lot of screaming going on in the venue tonight. We currently have 0 viewers still, which is very unfortunate, but, you know, if any of you decide to watch this VOD later on, just know that I, Zachary Jordan, aka ZWJ, have your best interests as part of Hofstra Esports at heart, and I want to help make this club the best it can be. Basically what I'm saying is, make esports great again. What we're going to do is build a wall of back airs to keep out the competition. Oh, a new challenger's arrived.
I almost lost to PJ because I was messing around.
Damn.
Because game 1, he gave it to me for free. He just SD'd twice.
Damn.
And then game 2, I kept trying to do really cool combos on him. I just let him. I got tippered like 12 times.
Jesus, that's gotta hurt. That's a lot of pain, 12 times.
And so I lost game 2, and then game 3, I didn't learn from game 2, and I kept trying to do the cool shit. He had me on my last stock at 110%, and I killed him with something stupid off the top.
Amazing.
You know,
I like it a
I
lot.
almost lost my first set.
Against PJ.
A thing that's never happened before. Me losing
Christ.
to PJ and me losing right
Yeah,
away.
there would have been 2 firsts today if that had happened.
I wasn't about to let it happen.
I'm glad. Alright, we're here though.
Yep.
Good sets we've seen on stream thus far, except the Derek versus Janet set was
Subpar.
what I'll
but
call an interesting choice to put on stream, but
Yeah.
you know,
We'll
it's
see.
for the viewers.
Who do we have, Dan?
A new challenger arrives.
Who's he fighting? Oh, boy. Let's put all the non-interesting ones up.
I mean, it's early bracket. It's
Yeah.
hard to put much interesting on stream.
After this, we're going to be playing Underestimate. You can't underestimate. No, we can't underestimate Susumu either.
Yeah, Susumu has had some clutch moments in the past. It could very easily happen.
You know,
Oh, so we've got Dan practicing here with 3 level 9 computer opponents. Oh,
He's on a team.
All of them against him.
One of them's
The
Game
odds are
Watch.
stacked against him. Can he defeat 3 level 9 CPUs on his own? I think Team Attack isn't even on. He's gonna get wrecked right now.
Yeah.
This is good.
No, he's a fool.
Look at him smiling there. He knows too. He knows he messed up and he's ready to take it. He's ready to get wrecked.
This is going to be rough.
Oh no. It's over. I see Rosalie a little bit. It's over.
Well, he's already off to a bad start.
Oh my goodness. There's no Team Attack. They can do whatever they want.
Oh, no, there's team tag.
Oh wait, there it is. I had this fun thing. This reminds me of a fun thing I did when I played Brawl back in the day, where you would do against 3 level 9 CPUs, Snake, Diddy Kong, Meta Knight, and Team Attack is off. And I remember I beat it one time with Pikachu, and I had the pop up for my lifetime. That's when I was like 12 or something.
yeah.
Like I'll never have a pop off that amazing again. You'll never do anything that amazing again.
That's fair.
Anyway, though,
We're going to jump into... It is Adrian.
Agirian, the young boy.
He's technically an invader. Technically.
Yeah, I mean, he's here enough, I think.
But
We'll see what happens.
this is rough. This would be an upset if Adrian wins.
Yeah.
We're fixing where they are on stream.
Yeah, just so the names at the bottom match them more clearly. See, so the player on the left, the character on the left, and the name on the left all match.
Yeah.
Perfect. Anyway, from what I remember, Adrian plays Toon Link, I think, so we'll see that maybe.
Yeah. I think we'll see... I don't know who he plays.
Yeah,
He plays a lot of
this
characters.
guy's a mystery.
Oh,
He's a
alright.
Oh, Kirby, okay.
I'm calling it now. We're gonna see a cape gimp because when Kirby goes up, he can't click ledge if he doesn't do it exactly right. One cape, he's dead.
Yep. He just goes rocketing straight back down, and it's very unfortunate.
So he can hit him right in the middle of it too.
It's very
There's-
sad.
There's a time if he doesn't clip it where he comes up, and in between going up and coming down, you can cape him.
Yeah. Anyway, game 1 here. Smashville, the standard.
Yep.
Trading growth to blow a lot right now. Mario
Yeah.
currently in the percent lead.
He's just got better combos right now. Kirby doesn't get anything unless he gets a trip or a down air.
Yeah. Oh, good grab there. Yeah, Kirby keeping good stage control here, making it different from Mario. Oh,
Got an
good
inhale.
roll read. That was actually excellent.
Let's see how he uses Fireball.
Fireball against Mario, I'm not sure how I feel about that as a move. Not terrible, but not great either.
Oh no.
We gotta add another one to the top 10 dunks of the day.
He
We've had
was DIing out the whole time. Like in the combo, he was DIing out. That's why he couldn't get a grab.
Yeah.
But then he DI'd out for that hit, and it's what killed him. If he
Yeah.
DI'd in, he wouldn't have died.
No, yeah, you're right.
That's so unfortunate. But
We've had 2 dunks on stream already. I wonder how many we're gonna see today.
yeah, that's a nice jab block. And yeah,
Oh
too.
my goodness.
We don't hear the classic finally after he does something cool with Mario for the first time on stream. But I can feel it. In his play, I can feel him yelling finally. So,
Yeah. Look at him smiling right now. He's looking at his phone. He's probably texting some girl. He's really happy with himself. Dan's on top of the world right now. Adrian, on the other hand,
triple jab block, top of the world.
Adrian, on the other hand, is looking basically the same way he did at the start of the set. Just like, yeah, I'm here. Good mindset to have. You're just here,
He lets it happen.
Yeah. Oh, where are we going? I like, okay, Dreamland.
He's a
don't-
madman. All
Don't
right.
worry about it. Something's happening. Anyway.
Okay. Dreamland, pretty good pick, to be honest, for Toon Link. He can run away to the platforms.
Yeah.
Shoot an arrow at him at point blank range.
I like the switch though, because I know it better as a Toon Link player than a Kirby player,
Yeah.
so.
Alright, I mean, he's getting good stray hits in every time Diablo messes up.
Yep.
So as long as you can see Bolt doing really interesting stuff.
Yeah. And sometimes just trading hits for your opponent every time they try to combo you is good, you know?
Yeah.
You just deal a little bit of damage here and there, and eventually you put them to kill percent, get a cool setup, and that's it.
Yeah, that's how you play Toon Link. You get combos at 1%, and then you camp until you get the right setup.
Yeah.
And as soon as you do, you win.
Yeah, it's pretty standard stuff, honestly.
It's bombs. He's just gonna bomb him or grab him at ledge.
Yep.
Alright.
Good fair. He charged the smash attack there. I'm not sure
Yeah,
which one.
I think he was expecting him to come in.
I don't agree with that. I think
No.
just going for another read is probably better situation.
A lot of people don't do ledge traps here. Ledge trapping is hard. He's dead.
Oh,
not.
goodness.
Jeez.
That was close.
He B-reversed it, and that's why he's dead.
Yeah.
But,
Good thing, too. That would have been very unfortunate.
yeah.
Up there.
That's death,
Oh,
yeah.
my goodness.
He was dying in again.
Toon Link is too tiny.
Like, that shouldn't have killed. That was mostly bad, yeah.
No, yeah, you're right. But still, just
Yeah.
look at how small this child is.
Yeah, he's a tiny little man. Alright, we're gonna get some up airs. Nothing off of that.
He was I don't know what he was going for with the up smash. He loves doing that, though. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I think he didn't know what percent he was at with rage, or he tried to jump
Yeah.
and accidentally jump canceled.
Up.
That was almost cute. I'll
Yep.
give it to him there. No.
Going for the short
Wrong
neutral.
percent and he
Oh
almost
my
died for
goodness,
it.
it almost traded. He almost got comboed.
Yeah. He's trying. Alright. A good smash attack, and we'll see it.
Oh, good
Or
fair.
a fair. A fair
Is
will
that it?
also
That is
kill him.
almost it.
Yeah. Back arrow kill him from anywhere at this point.
Back row.
This is going to be an edge guard, and I think it might be the end of the stock, because if Adrian doesn't play...
I think you should have fast fallen to avoid that. I think when you see Mario coming in, you just gotta get away.
You just got to not get spiked. That's the...
You gotta do something. You gotta do something
Yep.
there. Oh jeez, it's like we're not centered at all. You want to scoot?
No.
You want to scoot to your left? There
Sure,
we
now
go.
I'm centered. Me? Who? No, I don't.
You have to play.
Who won? Noel. Who won between you and Jesse? Okay, so I gotta play him. Alright.
All right, goodbye, friend. Oh, here we
So
go.
I've been telling everyone, I have deduced that by changing my tag from NKVD to UFO, I was exhibiting a Trotskyist viewpoint, thus deviating from the official party line, and I was punished for my revisionism appropriately. But I've learned my lesson, I have served my sentence in the gulag, and I won't make the same mistake and lose it.
That's good to hear. I'm glad. We don't want to see you there. We want to
Yeah,
see some wins.
yeah.
We want
I'm
W's out here.
feeling good. Xavier almost took a game after he switched to Ryu, but
Oh,
if
yeah.
I have to lose to get someone else to switch to Ryu, so be it.
More
But
people converted to the proper line.
yeah, exactly. Anyhow, so this match should be interesting.
We have Sean looking.
Sean just dropped a game against Kronos.
Did he?
He said it was very close because
Wow.
Kronos camped him effectively with Mewtwo. Like he actually struggled.
Wow.
But Sean took it in the end.
That's kind of cool.
So, but we'll be interested to see if Frank can capitalize on Sean's lack of momentum.
Frank looks kind of goofy right here. Don't you agree?
Frank always looks pretty goofy, not gonna lie, but that's why we like him.
He's cool, bro.
Alright, so we're seeing the camp versus the fire. I don't really know what's gonna happen in the neutral of this matchup,
Yeah, it's a really
given
weird
the way these two players play.
I
Not
think-
necessarily Ness Villager, but just their particular play style.
I think that it's just gonna go over gets in more, honestly. It looks like Ness is doing right now, but you know, Villager can still get some work done if he can get back on stage at some point.
Yeah, right now Sean's very effectively walling him out.
Oh my goodness, that could have been something.
That's always scary. That tree scares me.
Yeah, the tree is very scary. When it's coming up, you have to stay away, you have to respect it.
And there you go.
He gets
And
recovered very
Frank
effectively.
demonstrating why Ness sucks, apparently.
Yeah, that's Ness's biggest weakness, the fact that you can just whoop and recover.
Yeah, because as soon as Frank hit that hot, he went out with it. He was saying even if, because it was actually so smart, because he did the slingshot with Sean air dodged easily, and I was thinking, oh, you should have waited with that slingshot while Sean bringing it right back with the punch. Oh, you should have waited to try to read the air dodge. But he wanted the air dodge to come out, so that then Sean would be forced to recover. and he could pocket it and gain the guaranteed kill. So that was really smart.
Yeah. But still, you know, Ness showing promise too. He takes the stock. He's playing a solid neutral with a lot of Nairs. I like the Nair a lot versus Villager and both players' playstyle, like we were talking about earlier.
I think Nair is really going to be effective here against Frank. Oh, but he gave fire.
He tried to pocket again. I think that was a misinput maybe.
Oh, he got the thunder. Frank really effectively using pocket thus far in the match.
Yeah, I think this is one of those matchups where you really need to pocket a ton to succeed. There's a lot of matchups like that.
Oh, that might have been very bad. Just out of range. Okay, trades with the Lloyd Rocket. Sean in a very precarious spot right now. Like, Villagers, that might do it. No.
Gotta go on stage and do it again. Come on, pocket. Get it.
Oh no, yeah, Sean was ready that time. He saved his jump. Yep, shield
He wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, no, that axe pressure, I mean, like, I don't want to talk about, like, oh, my set. The last week we saw with Frank, just like, you're shielding there, like, I'll just shield the tree. All of a sudden the axe hits you, and you can't move because you're in shield stun.
Yeah, it wrecks you. It's pretty
And
scary.
Timber.
It's actually a really good setup. I like it a lot. You know, as much as people make jokes about how quote-unquote bad Frank is at this game, I think he does a lot of things like that very effectively.
For sure. Frank is great in his little micro situations.
Yeah.
It's like the overall tapestry he still struggles with. I mean, that can be said of pretty much every player at a mid-level, so.
Yeah. Something I want to say on the previous game, though. Do you think that it would have been worth it to try to side smash there and read the tree, or would have got an axe probably?
I don't think Sean honestly was even like in a mental state to be thinking. He was just panicking at that moment. He's getting hit by the axe.
Anyway, here we are, game 2. Destroys the tree this time very quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, he switched the night smash though, by the way.
Oh man, yeah, it's prime time hours right here. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, Sean right there was in a very rough spot. Oh, that bowling ball was so smart.
Oh,
Waits
my
for the air dodge and the bad DI, and suddenly Sean is on the brink.
Yeah, he's looking at very upset right now, I think. It's unfortunate. You gotta play very patiently here and not get hasty.
Yeah, like those side smash. Sean says every time he side smashes, it's a missed input. So whether that was just a bad move or a missed input, either way, it doesn't bode well for him.
Yeah, it's showing that he's starting to get a little upset.
Yeah, he just fished for that back throw there where Vilcher wasn't even close. Yeah, no, he completely whipped that down smash. Ooh, the tramps through the stage. That was so smart. Just completely stuffed Ness's
Yeah.
That could have been it.
The Villager player here making very good use of the stage and all
That
the
might
advantages
do
that come
it.
with it.
Yep. Alright, so this is suddenly a pretty even game. A couple of down throws from Ness, and this will be all even.
Yeah, just gotta outplay him in the neutral. The problem is, as we've seen in the previous set and this set,
Alright,
Ness is
very good
struggling.
air dodge through that tree. That would have been, if not fatal, like pretty much.
Yeah.
Another side smash. I don't think he wanted to do that.
I don't agree with the side smash. I really hope it's a misinput, but it's definitely not an ideal option anyway.
Alright, oh, smart. Getting him on the edge now.
Follow-ups.
We saw in game 1, Sean had the most success by keeping Frank on the edge.
Yeah.
Just not letting him get back and eventually building up to a kill percent. So if he can replicate that here, it's really what he needs. But anyway, let's Frank back.
Oh my goodness. Good follow-ups on this area.
Oh, no, that could have been a back throw, but another side smash.
Just wants to keep Villager away right now.
Oh, but Frank recovering his recovery very well. The slingshot.
The problem is he wants to keep Villager away, but Villager has all these aerials that make it hard to do that, you know?
Sean's in a really rough spot.
You're gonna have to outplay
He's sitting in shield a lot. He's really hesitant. At least that tree is gone now.
Yeah.
A little more room to breathe. Alright, good rising there.
Yeah. He's still gonna bring this back.
Yeah, this is doable for Sean. It's gonna right now matter. Right now is mental. Oh, Sean still has a jump.
Okay, that's good.
No edge guards on him. Okay, good in air though. Covers the roll on. That was really smart.
Yeah,
Both
these airs are
characters are
very
at kill percent. I know this is the meme, but like right now both characters are at kill percent with back throw. And that's it with the axe. And Frank takes it
Chops him in half.
with a pretty clean 2-0 over Sean.
Wow. You hear the applause in the venue. Everyone's having a good time right now.
Yeah.
That was something, man. Yeah. That set was pretty intense, honestly. Sean is just walked out.
Sean reasonably, understandably upset.
Yeah, I would be too.
He didn't throw controller, perform any hijinks, so I respect it.
Yeah, he's just gonna walk it off, you know.
Yeah.
Take a breather, get your mindset back in track.
And honestly, I think if anyone could come back from a rough loss like that,
yeah.
losers, like out of the people here, Sean and Dan are probably the two
Yeah,
most
they'll make the
candidates
clutch losers runs, and I want to see it, you know?
to be able to shake it off.
We haven't seen Sean come out to many tournaments this semester, so I really want to see him do well, you know? Alright.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can trace back a couple of really key moments. The miserable DI on that bowling ball to die at 95
that
really
felt
showed
bad.
at the end there.
Yeah.
'Cause that axe would not have killed had Sean been at a more reasonable percent, but he lost
yeah.
so much potential survivability on that stock.
Oh, yeah. It's really crazy.
Also, I think Sean definitely was, if not defeated by his nerves, at least defeated to an extent by the anxiousness he clearly felt with those missed input F smashes.
Yeah. Once you get in your own head, it's kind of over, you know? It's kind of like you have to have no one in your head, you know? Completely clean
You have to
slate.
at the very least be able to have a short memory. Well, we have another, I don't know whether to call it a run back. I don't know if we can call it a rivalry yet either, but Noel's given Alex trouble
Oh, yeah.
in the past
It's kind of a
weeks.
small demon in recent times, so...
Yeah, I would not go as far as to say that Alex has any demons here per se, but Noel has definitely like proven multiple times that he's someone who can win this matchup.
Yeah, so honestly, I feel like it can go either way. This is a button check, I think, maybe? Oh, no,
It
it's
looks like
not.
they're just getting right into it. So Alex electing to go Donkey Kong here.
I think he's doing this to counter pick, maybe?
Yeah,
I feel like...
I do not know well enough about the intricacies of Game & Watch Luigi versus Donkey Kong to comment on how good of a decision this is, but right now it doesn't appear to be the right.
I feel like, if anything, if you look at it just kind of plainly and very simply, Donkey Kong can kill Game Watch a lot easier than Luigi. You know?
That's very true.
And he's got more setups too, with stuff like up throw up there. He can get that way you're.
But I would argue that on the he's got better punishes on Game & Watch in terms of killing him for sure. Trigger on the flip side, that Game & Watch loves having a big target.
Yeah, like I said, it can definitely go both ways. So we'll have to see what happens here. It's gonna be a matter of who can maintain a better neutral play overall. If Donkey Kong maintains a better neutral play, he's gonna get those kills easier. If Game & Watch does, he's gonna take advantage of Donkey Kong's giant
Hit that
size.
last turtle hit. It's a real killer. Yep, invincible up smash gets him.
He's got that helmet on. It's so big.
So Noel right now, like this is the type of thing where it's like a pretty commanding lead, but against a character like Donkey Kong, it's really only one grab or like two solid hits away from being even.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But he's a full stock ahead at the moment. He goes out really deep with that edge guard, trying to close it out. Oh, gets him with the 9.
Thankfully, he had a full shield break there. Yeah, I think here as a Game & Watch, again, like as a glass cannon character like that, he can just die at any time. That's what's scary.
Yeah, but right now he's at a percent where he's oh my god, another 9. He's at a percent though where he's like doesn't have to be as afraid of DK's grab punishes.
Alex's face.
Oh, that's DK's jump. This could be it. Oh, that is it.
Yeah, there's no way he's recovering. It's over.
So I think this is definitely doable for Alex with Donkey Kong, but in the best of 3, I don't see him staying.
Yeah, I want to see the switch, honestly. I don't like Donkey Kong again. We just saw how poorly that went, and he could potentially win with that, but honestly, just switch while you can. Don't make any mistakes.
Yeah, Luigi the switch. It's a beach Luigi with the turquoise and blue.
I really like this Luigi.
Under the sea.
This Luigi is pretty top tier in my opinion, in terms of outfit.
Luigi has some solid colors. Starts with a little crab walk.
Yeah,
Letting him know he's not rattled.
yeah.
I'd argue he definitely looks a little rattled, but
And you know, he's again another one of our top players, and I think any top player here, while they do all have some mindset issues here and there, I think anyone here can potentially
yeah,
get over,
definitely.
you know.
I mean, I'm not arguing that Alex has any sort of debilitating mental gaps or issues. I think he's a very mentally sound player for the most part. But I just mean right now, anyone would be understandably a little upset, and it's definitely showing on his face. So he's frustrated with how that last match went.
Oh yeah.
Right now, he's playing a much smarter, safer, patient game. He's kind of letting his comfort with the character carry him. But again, that's really unfortunate. I think he might have.
I don't know when he lost it, but he lost it.
And see, now we just saw it. What I'm worried about is we just saw him go off that earlier. He's definitely going to be trying to look for that. Sure, he's looking for an early kill now. He feels like make up lost ground. Noel is definitely going to capitalize.
This is the problem we see a lot when people that play this game is, like you said, they want to make up the lost ground, so they start fishing for kill options when they shouldn't, and it's very bad.
Yeah, I think if Alex, like right now, were to just settle down and play this game, he definitely can still win this relatively easily. His punish game is very solid at low percentage. He can get a kill at any time soon. Yeah, unfortunate to not get the good hitbox though.
Game & Watch.
Game & Watch goes too low. An eye for an eye, although the difference between SDing at 90 and 30 is huge in this game.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna see if Alex can get these next couple punishes to bring it back to even.
Oh, let's see though. I think that Luigi, if he can get some good combos off, can definitely bring it back pretty easily. It's just hard to get in there, you know?
Yeah.
Game & Watch a lot of
And
disjointed
Noel's so
boxes.
smart with Game & Watch's frame data about not giving up those little punish when you think it's punishable, not giving up those. Oh, first one.
Oh, his jump. And that is game, ladies and gentlemen.
And again, another top tier upset in convincing fashion. I mean, I hesitate to say convincing because of how rough those SDs were, but Noel, like, even apart from that, exhibited control over that whole set.
He played such a solid neutral. I think he knew exactly what to do against Luigi and Donkey Kong both, and just took advantage of the character's weaknesses, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously, his case was greatly helped by the mistakes Alex made,
Yeah.
but I don't think it would at all be crazy to say that Noel could have won even without those mistakes.
I definitely agree, yeah. We saw Sean go and lose, now we see Alex going to lose.
It's
a
a rough day to be in losers.
Yeah.
Really wishing I'd clutched out against Robbie right now.
So right now you're saying set that's already in progress. Dan has game one.
Okay. All right. So supposedly they're switching setups on stream. Dan has taken game one against Robbie.
All right. Okay, he's going Rob, actually, it looks like. Rob versus Roy, I think that I like this. Like, Roy, Rob can definitely be combo through it, but if you get involved with projectiles, and you can kind of, if you play the game properly, you can do some good combos.
Oh, okay. No, this is why we saw the
This is
I don't know if game one Robbie lost is now switching, or if this is how they played from the start. But it's not really worth it to assume right now. Let's talk about what's happening.
Yeah, I think that Dan is up.
I wish Robbie played Cloud against me.
Yeah, Cloudborne just practice Cloud a ton. Probably
I love that matchup. Roy's wonky. I mean, that was in some respects. Robbie obviously played well, but I felt like that was my game that I lost, like my game to lose. And I kind of, what's that phrase? Robbie gave me enough rope to hang myself. With.
Yeah, I think that, like, when we were watching, I was thinking to myself, like, you didn't make too many, it's not that Robbie necessarily did a lot wrong or a lot super good to get you, it's just that, like, little things that went wrong for you in the neutral kind of compound on you, you know? And that happens sometimes, but it's definitely not a reason to feel discouraged. There's still a
Well, I'm not worried about my bracket right now. I'm just talking about.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
It's a little different. Right now, I mean, I kind of like that, honestly. Because he's going to have to burn the limit either way there.
Yeah.
So there you might as well kind of be like, give your opponent something to worry about. I think that was a really smart decision. I like it.
Yeah.
You got the top now, too. All he just chucks it down, spikes it.
Oh my goodness.
This is scary.
Okay. It's not going to kill you.
I honestly think Dan should have waited and gone for an edge guard. What?
He reads the roll and up smashes, that's it.
Proving that damage was worth it.
Alright, let's see how Robbie does on the second stock here. It's hard. See, this is the problem, right? He's relying on Rob approaching right now and he's throwing out stuff like nairs and cross slashes. But Rob doesn't have to approach. Rob has top and laser. He doesn't have to do anything.
Yeah, and Robbie gets him with the charge down smash there to punish neutral get up in the weight, which is not a great option. Whiffs is fully charged laser, so he's gonna get time before he use that effectively.
Yep.
Well, there's Dan blowing up the down air with forward air. There's the joke. Cloud mains don't air dodge, they down air. And Dan using a faster move there to really punish it. Robbie goes for he'll finish it off with the cross slash. I don't know if he was going for a ledge trump there, or if he did what I always do, where you try to run off and fastball and accidentally grab ledge. But, irrelevant. He gets the kill on Dan's return to stage.
Either way, we'll never know because he died.
Yeah.
Rob making very good use of the trip.
Robbie at borderline kill percent right now. Not quite. He's got a little bit of freedom left to work with, but Rob's grab game is starting to look really scary.
Yeah. Cloud is trying to use the concept to get in on Rob, but it proved effectively this time. Let's see if he can keep it up though. Again, Rob can just combo very effectively with the platform, so he can very easily turn Cloud's approach into his own combo, you know? What's for the up smash?
Oh. I thought we were gonna see a finishing touch there. That might have done it.
I think it
Dan
would
ripped
have. Off
that
the top
up.
platform, and at least the sense that definitely would have done right there.
Yeah. But Robbie holding on to limit now. That's basically his way back into this game. Is that limit right here? So you have to
Yeah,
be
if he's
really
gonna win,
smart about it.
it's gonna be off the hook charges.
Oh no, but that's gonna take it. No, Cloud heavy things to limit.
Excellent DI as well. Very good.
Yep, to the corner there. Oh, I thought we were gonna see a punish there for the roll up. Oh, he waits. You can tell he really wants that.
Is that gonna be
Yes.
it?
Nope.
Wow.
Good DI from Dan.
Excellent DI
Robbie gonna
again.
do his best to get that.
Both players are very shaky. He's trying to get to the limits. He knows it's the best option.
Oh, good tech from Dan there. Robbie was definitely watching for the bounce back.
Yeah.
That'll do it. Oh, over into the top platform. And he gets limit and time to live.
Yeah, we
If
saw.
Robbie brings it back. The hero! The heroic plays!
Oh my goodness.
What a heroic play from Robbie.
It looked like a very defeating set for Cloud there. Turned out to be a victory off of 2 limit breaks. We saw him retreating after he used the first cross slash to charge cross slash again, and I think that's, you kind of realize, you know, the way I'm going to win this set is this match is if I just rely on my limits. So.
I mean, at the time, I was going to say that I disagree with that. I think he would have been better off trying to go out and edge guard him. But I mean, against Rob there, he picked the option he thought was best, more likely to the victory, and it worked out for him.
Yeah,
So.
I honestly
Also, that clutch limit, I'm pretty sure that was how he lived.
Yeah.
Getting limit on impacting the up air.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Now we see this monstrosity of a character.
What if Sim's least favorite
The
character?
Luigi of this game.
Alright, I think that this is a matchup that Cloud wins. If he's switching to, he must be comfortable with it.
Cloud 100% wins this matchup, but whether or not Robbie's Cloud can beat Dan's Bowser is entirely separate.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can understand honestly the pick for Bowser versus Cloud. That's something I would do. It's a matchup that you kind of learn after a while because you play so many Cloud players, you know?
Yeah. I think it's also might be an element of Dan cleans up first stock easily. It might be a matter of Dan not wanting to play Mario in the Cloud and not feeling comfortable with his Rob is probably just this.
Yeah. And Bowser kind of, you know, one of the more easy characters to win with.
For sure.
Those characters that he was playing.
Definitely one of this game's biggest crutch characters. Not a respectable fighter whatsoever. Frankly, I expect better from Dan, but it's working well for him right
Isn't
now.
it like to say that video so good for me too?
Clearly it works, despite the shame that those players should feel.
Anyway, we see Cloud playing a solid neutral. He gets Bowser up to 100 despite losing that first stock when Bowser's only at 30, I think.
That fair is cute. Oh, unable to clean up the back air. Dan didn't even go for the air dodge there, so it would have
He
been.
really doesn't want Bowser to do anything fancy here, so he just
He
lets
should
it
be able to
go.
get a pretty easy limit kill. I want to see a climb pass kill out of shield. I think those are so cute. Do it! Oh, he tried the air dodge.
Yeah. He didn't want to risk it. I
Dash
think.
tech clean up here. Oh, that would have been a prime opportunity for jump off cross slash.
Oh, cross slash is on stage, but it gets shields.
Dan kind of peeking above stage by mistake on his recoveries there. If Robbie can pick up on that and punish it,
Yeah,
it'll be huge.
it'll be the easiest way to get it.
Alright, there we go.
Or you just back air.
Yeah.
That's fine too.
And just like that, the game's even, just Cloud with limit.
Something I kind of disagree with that Robbie's been doing is he's letting Bowser recover and charging limit instead of trying to edge guard or anything. And
Oh,
while
gets him with the super sword beam thing. But this might be it. Nope.
not quite.
Robbie with a clutch air dodge, able to make it back. But the character with notoriously subpar.
Yeah. He makes the most of it though.
Gets him with that, with that forward tilt. Oh, he jumps so early, that makes me so nervous. But powering
Oh my
through
goodness. And no
the
punish when he
flames.
came up like that. I was scared honestly for his life.
Oh, that double jump there is so scary. But
Oh, yeah.
it doesn't end off coming back to punish it. Oh no, I was gonna say there's a punish there if Robbie's careful, but I mean, right, gets the limit back just to burn it. Honestly, I think for the safe recovery, that's worth it.
It 100% is, I think. You don't want Bowser to try to edge guard you or get anything to give you when you're trying to recover.
Okay,
Especially when you're
Robbie's
so close.
spacing back here is really effectively right now, just trying to kind of build up Does shield damage kills limit? Oh, yeah, I guess it doesn't. Never mind. 'Cause he had none.
Yeah. He's doing the same thing he did against Rob last match, where he's just retreating and charging limit a lot, because I think he realizes again that might be the way he wins this game.
No, kind of unable to follow up. Oh, I thought we were just getting scary there.
He's relying on too much on limit, I think. It's definitely an option that could win him the game, but it's not as good.
Let's see right there. I think an edge guard there on Dan's high recovery would be way more better.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Oh, Dan goes, oh no! Oh, no! He waits too long to up B. He didn't register that he hadn't grabbed ledge, and he didn't react to up.
I think that was a little greedy. Oh, are you leaving now?
Alright, yeah, I have to go play a set.
Alright, good luck,
Hopefully,
my man.
I won't be back on the mic.
Yeah.
But I look forward to it.
Yeah, I think that the Cloud player was a little greedy there with his limit. He could have continued charging and gotten the fully charged limit and then gone for a very safe recovery, but instead tried to save it. He went for the jump into air dodge back to stage, but he up-beat too late and died for it. I think that's another example of, you should have just played it safe. You should have just gone for the most reliable option as opposed to going for the high roll. But again, when you're that far behind, going for the high roll is sometimes how you win. If you can make it back to stage with winning there, your odds of winning go way up as opposed to making it back to stage without limit. Anyway, we have our next set coming up here. We have Eon versus Hangman, Pikachu versus Villager. This matchup looks like it's going to be agonizing to watch and play. Okay. I was just performing a button check. So I'm chilling right now. I have no friends, that's okay. Oh, a new challenger has arrived.
Of course you have friends, Zach.
Oh, you're too kind to me. How you doing, man? Just in for me.
Slow day today. Hold on, I'm gonna get my water.
A slow day, he said. Slow day?
Yeah.
Sir, you say a slow day after you got that fresh 2-0?
I mean, that's not really fresh.
Hey, I was clean.
I don't know,
Look,
man.
Sam and I were talking. He makes some mistakes, but honestly, even if he had,
Everyone makes mistakes.
I think even if he hadn't made these mistakes, he could have had it. He played the neutral really solid against one of these characters.
Did I? I mean,
I thought so. It was very safe. He took very few risks, and the risks he did take, they ended up not being punished. So,
but regardless, I still feel like he's not playing so great.
it's a good thing that was a button check because that could have been
Yeah,
very
that bowling
sad.
ball hit him from behind Villager.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, I mean, he's not playing. He's not himself.
Yep.
But hopefully he'll be able to climb out of that. I hope for the best.
We're seeing a lot of upsets today, though. We saw Fang go to losers, Vdot go to losers.
Mind you, that matchup sucks sucks ass.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Here we go.
This is cool too. But I don't know. It's semi here.
Alright, so he sets up the tree right now. He doesn't really get much out of it. He's just camping next to it. Kind of the standard villager strat. Just wait by your tree, you hope for them to fuck up, and then you punish them for it,
So yeah, I'm pretty sure Villager's wall of stuff is like more than enough to keep Pikachu down. But Pikachu still has his bread and butter as well. Like once he gets his hands on it.
Yeah, I think that villager needs to keep Pikachu away. And if you don't keep him away, you're gonna die. So it's gonna be as a matter of whether or not Pikachu can get in this matchup. If Pikachu gets in, then it's gonna be very bad for Villager. If not, then Villager can win, just racking damage and actually getting a kill set up,
That was
my
pretty cool.
You're so greedy, my man. Why would you go for that side smash there? I mean, it was cool, but
No, it worked, but like
it's so greedy, yeah.
No, I mean he probably just assumed that he would like tech it and then cover the tech in place. But he actually didn't. He popped up a little bit and still hit him with the forward smash. Despite trading, he did still hit the water ball flip up.
Yeah. Anyway, you gotta be careful. A lot of annoying stuff to do with the bears, the gyros, the tree. Just a lot of stuff that's really difficult for Pikachu to handle all at once,
Yeah, it's pretty obnoxious.
I think there's some characters in the game that's how they play. They just do a lot of annoying stuff, and you just get overwhelmed with all the annoying stuff, and you lose.
Yeah,
because of it,
it's up to the opponent to figure out when they're able to get in and when they have to stay. Because you can't really challenge Villager all the time. There are times where you have to just let him be him or let him be her.
In some cases, yeah.
Okay, so catch up.
Oh, goodness, that bear. It's gonna kill eventually.
Yeah, that's probably like the actual sling and not the pellet that's shooting out. That's gonna kill. Pellet itself, not quite.
Yeah.
Okay, you see what I mean? This is what I'm talking about.
I axes and get a range.
You get too close and then, suddenly lose an action.
Yeah, it's also near that tree. That's what Frank's doing very well that I like so far, is he's camping near the tree a lot whenever he has a chance to. Because the nice thing about the tree is, like, it creates pressure for your opponent. You often have more space, more of the stage than your character does, you know? You have a tree there as well that also creates a threat for your opponent.
It's different layers of pressure. There's like the fact that the tree is obviously still there, and then the threat of the axe.
Yeah,
There's
and
so many
there's still the villager himself, you know? So it's just, oh my goodness. The slingshot, like we were talking about. Very effective rage there. And he hadn't used fair much at that point, so it wasn't stale at all, so.
I think he's gonna switch to Marth.
I hope so.
I would think so.
I think that Marth does better against villager.
Yeah, he can cut up the balloons better when it comes to edge guarding.
And also he's got stuff to counter villager spacing tools, you know? He's got very long reach, so he can kind of get around a lot of stuff that villager wants to do.
Alright, so he's not gonna switch, so.
He feels confident. I can understand that.
Yeah. Be confident about it. The optimism is really, really good for you.
For a side smash right there.
There you go.
What a bad
See, there you go. Once Pikachu starts getting in, he'll rack up a lot of damage.
Yeah, and I like
Gotta continue.
And I think that's why he chose the stage. He's got platforms to run away to, and also he's he's got more places to combo villager with.
And the stage is not as long, so there's not as much place for villager to run around, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Mind you, he's still gonna be placing stuff around, but the space is gonna be big enough.
Yeah,
That's big.
it's not nearly as effective as it is on Smash Mode.
Nice wall jump. Wait.
Oh, he axes his tree already.
Yeah. He started quick attacking. That's probably like, unless I'm mistaken, that's probably like the first defensive quick attack I've seen. Okay, so here's good.
Yeah, I think that, when you watch top player Pikachu's, aka Sam, what you see a lot is using quick attack a ton in the neutral, and I want to see that more. We're starting to see it now. It's very effective.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably what prompts Villager to cut down the tree faster because. Okay, so we didn't survive.
You see Joe shake his head. It's clearly rattled him. That's twice or 3 times now that a side smash has hit him. That's not something you'd like to see happen at all.
I think he knew he'd roll, but I don't know if back air was the option.
Side smash. I think he's hit a few, and so now he's just throwing them out. I don't know if it's to scare Pikachu or because he thinks it's actually going to work.
Or he assumes that he's just going to be quick attacking in and out,
Yeah.
So he's like doing it because he's sick of steal so much pressure.
He almost got him on the platform with his tree, but Pikachu held the shield long enough to avoid it.
Did he pocket another Thunder Jolt? I don't know.
No, he didn't.
Oh, look, he tried.
Yeah.
Planted again, he's gonna wait.
Get another tree. Side smash getting through that though.
He probably meant for Dare to send him the other way. Good. I like this. He's waiting. Once he plants, he's just gonna wait.
Yeah. As the villager, you don't have to do anything here,
I think he's dead. Oh no, he missed. He didn't catch it. He wanted to catch that, so he didn't.
As the villager here, you can just wait around a lot, Because you have all the projectiles, and Pikachu has one projectile that you can pop. So
Correct.
you can just kind of wait for Pikachu to do something stupid. Or if you're Pikachu, you can wait for villager to do something stupid.
Yeah, he can. Pikachu! Pocket the Thunder Jolt. Also Thunder, but he missed it that one time, that like close to the end, like the actual Thunder.
Yeah.
He wanted to pocket that, but he missed. Or probably was too high. So yeah, it's not just the Thunder Jolt, but the actual Thunder as well.
Yeah. I think that he overextended there at the end of that last game because he went past the tree and he was waiting behind the tree again,
And he wasn't really shielding as much, so he had more than like the right call. So probably just so he hasn't really been playing. Like I don't think I've ever seen him hit shield at all. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
So he's perfectly justified to just go in.
Yeah, unfortunately, it does not work in his favor. I actually do it for grab instead of up smash, but anyway.
Oh, you mean like I mean like when Pikachu took him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was saying like villager match got overextended.
Well, yeah, he did that too, but he also like never didn't really shield as much.
Yeah.
That's why Joe felt he was okay to just
Run
run
up
up and
smash.
because usually that's not safe.
Yeah, he had the read though. Anyway, game 2 here, back to Battlefield. I don't know about this pick. It looks like it's working in his favor thus far though. Maybe he's figured out how to play against Pikachu here.
Yeah, he was making a small comeback in this game. It was gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's the thing about Pikachu. If you want to punish it, you have to make sure you're close.
not really effective.
They're just forced to wait.
Yeah.
They're only forced to wait.
Yeah, you know, playing a character like Gunner, you kind of get the same situation where your opponent is just sitting around waiting for you to do something stupid. But since you have the projectiles, you can wait as long as you need to. Your opponent eventually has to do something, you know?
Yeah, they have to step up to you unless you know you bait them into coming in because you stop shooting.
Exactly, and that's how you win these kind of matchups. Is you bait your opponent into going for a kill option when you're at high percent. They whiff it obviously because that's what you want, and then you kill them. Oh, oh my goodness!
Because he hit like the it's like not the big. Oh, that was good. So like not the big ball. Yeah, not the big ball of the forward smash, like but the just smart that's going.
Yeah.
But that there was great to see that.
You had to split it for a second, but it's gone now.
So
now the key villager off stage.
now that he's got the he's probably, you know, the optimal way is to wait to stay back, but he doesn't want him to feel safe. So
Yeah.
he's just gonna try to
Yeah, I think that Frank's still relying very heavily on the tree. How do you feel in this round? Should you change it up? Should he try to be more aggressive or just still rely on this tree?
I mean, depending on how he plays, he has stock ahead. Once he keeps on yeah, he gets to great well. When he's gonna start waiting, laying back and waiting for him, then yeah, probably don't plant the whole tree. Just like leave the sapling.
Yeah.
And like kind of he's not expecting it.
Did he hear you? That's what he just did.
Well, no, he has headphones. See, it's not one of those soft spot.
Yeah. Pikachu focusing so heavily on the tree. He gets grabbed in the back throw.
I don't think he's hit any grabs.
Yeah, and it's like we were saying earlier, I think that regarding the trees topic, I think that villager would smash it if he jumps a lot. You know,
But you know, once Pikachu gets the stock lead, it's a question of whether to keep using it. You know?
yeah, it's difficult. Oh goodness.
So I think he's gonna try to get the toss.
It's just going to hit us on side smash. Tutoring very effective against the villager. My goodness, this is so annoying. I love it. He has the splinter now.
I'm sure you can relate to it.
Oh, I can.
Really
It feels
good
great.
situation.
When you're causing someone so much suffering, it feels fantastic.
You're well aware that they're
They're getting frustrated.
Yeah, they're getting.
That's what you rely on, right? That's what I was saying earlier. Like, eventually they have to approach the melee player, but also they're getting frustrated. So they're really upset because they want to get in and kill you. So they're like, all right, well, screw it. I'm just gonna go kill them, and then you kill them.
They caught him with that run-up
Yeah.
Or not for Joe.
Yep.
It was good. It was real good. They've
Very
beaten
good set,
beaten
though.
each other back and forth randomly, so yeah, it's
Both
time.
played so well. All right, good luck with your set. Now we have another two players on. Oh, hang on.
Survival! Mr. Game and Watch! Mario! Three, two, one, go!
Okay, anyway, here we are. We got Game & Watch versus Mario. Smashville, the standard starting stage. Mario getting comboed a lot by these Game & Watch combos. Very irritating, probably. Let's see what comes of it, though. I once again have no friends on commentary. I've been camping out here, so I'm not playing today, and I want to commentate a lot. But anyway, enough about me. Good read on Game & Watch there, gets the up smash. Let's see. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. Anyway, back to commentary. Good follow up there for the up smash. Punching him like very effectively. He's trying to get the up smash. He's going for some hard moves out here. Now, I'm not quite quite sure how long Game Watch is in there before we can actually react out of it. So it might have been like a good idea to dare there when they were on the right side of the stage. Try to launch Mario straight downward, but when he gets here. Oh, good. Turned that around very effectively. And then he turned it around very effectively. Both players are trading stages back and forth. Forward tilt. He raised his hand saying, I didn't even need that. Oh no. Up throw. Or the up air combos. That bug spread. Very powerful. Oh. Even once he's gonna recover there no matter what, I think he's got such a powerful recovery. The only bad news is he doesn't have stage control, he doesn't have kill percent, so he's gonna die very soon. The fair there was very ambitious. I don't like it at all. I would have liked for him to wait a little while longer. Anyway, he gets the read with his up smash, gets the kill. We'll have to see where Game Watch takes him though.
Mario! Survival! Three, two, one, go!
Alright, we see game 2 here, we're going to Dreamland. I like this pick, you know, kind of a lower ceiling. He took him up air earlier. Mario doesn't really have too many vertical options, so it's not like he can get punished too much for it. Also, triplets are good for game 1, but again, good for Mario. Both like to combo with those. Let's see, it's another one of those strategies where you see this a lot. Who's going to capitalize on the stage's benefits better? Also, the stage having the possibility to be tied up, I think is more of a threat for Mario than Game & Watch. So, could be good. New challenger appears.
I am back after 2 victories, after shitting my pants against Adrian and going down to a game 3. Literally, this is what happened. So game 1, I barely beat him. Game 2, he barely beat me, and I was like, I suck versus Link. Game 3, I took the first stock, like, I'm gonna fucking body him, and I did. Then I got complacent, and they started bringing it back. So I was at 40, and he was at like 80. We each had a stock left. I'm like, I'm gonna play the lamest Ryu you've ever seen. I did nothing but forward air his punishes, and eventually I got down air to up air to kill him at like 170. I was like, I'm not going out to edge guard. I'm not gonna go for any Shoryukens. I don't want to get grabbed or slashed. So I played the biggest bitch in the world.
Hey, that's completely fine.
Then I beat Devin. He should have had game 1, but Rage Ryu killed Fox to like 70 when I was at 130. Then I went Little Mac and kind of bopped him because I really think I did the translation.
Yeah.
So that was the Triff report. I put Sean down stream after this.
Oh my goodness, good luck.
AKA literally right now because Dan just won.
Well, it was good to have you in a good movie recap. Good luck with your set. I hope it goes well.
Sean.
Alright, anyway. Mario played that very well.
Survival! Ryu!
The Wii U. We have
Hey, what's going on, man?
upon ourselves a conundrum. How
that?
is Sean O'Hare, Fang, in the losers bracket?
He got beat by Frank.
Did Frank beat Joe?
What? No, he didn't.
Aw.
Joe beat Frank.
How do we have Joe Dorsey
He's right there.
in winners finals? That's not possible.
Yeah, it is. It's
How
happened
does
before.
Joe Dorsey get in I'm just trying to promote him, don't worry about it. Oh, here we have a interesting match. I don't think this is loser semis. I really don't think this is loser semis.
3, 2, 1, go!
This is not loser semis, right? What does it feel like? I feel like this is like winners, like losers top 8.
Oh, dude, there have been some upsets today.
Yeah, I know, but like,
Anyway, we see here.
let me see if we can find the bracket.
Let's see. I'm not a little focused. Yeah, Ness versus Ryu here. I think this is a matchup that either player can win. Some would say that Ryu's favored, some would say that Ness is favored. Honestly, I think it's pretty even. It depends on how they play the neutral. It looks like thus far, Ness's style of playing the neutral is working very effectively. The camera moving too long, so he doesn't get the back throw. I don't think it would have killed though. Is that it? No, effective TI by Ryu. I like it a lot. Tim says I'm an idiot. He waited too long on that up.
And therefore he has to be. Oh wait, we have. I don't get that charge. I think that random surge was reading Sean's approach in.
Let's see.
But yeah, this is
Back is doing very well. Oh my goodness, he was way too green there, I think.
yeah, this is loser's second. Loser top eight. Can you see something? Cool. So we have oh, that's good. It's dog edge guard, but Sean doesn't take it, and that's a wake up DP that kills him. That's pretty low percent for an average.
Yep.
So just break 1/8. 1/8. There you go. So, huh? This is top eight. So, we have Tim actually like. Sean's in a very dangerous spot if you think about it.
Oh yeah.
Ryu has the killing power of a tank. Like, you give this guy, you get all. Well, as I say, Ryu has killing power. Ness has a nice upper that actually counteracts.
Yeah, he's got a pretty big hat. He's got a pretty big head. Look at that.
Yeah, I think what's called Ryu's one biggest struggle is how he falls. You know, like.
Yeah. He doesn't have too many options to cover his landing, so it can be very hard for him if the opponent has stage control. Yeah. Which we saw there, you know.
I don't get why he didn't focus that though.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't know. I think that the problem is I think Ness has too many options to beat it. You know, he can just run away a little and then do fair approaching, and that beats it. There's too many things Ness can do to beat it, I think. Anyway, game 2 here on Dreamland. I've seen Tim go a lot to Dreamland today, and I can understand why it's very good for Ryu.
It's a low ceiling.
Yep. Not to mention the blast levels on the sides, both the best for Ness to kill with. But still a good option for either player. I think if Ness can capitalize on the platforms. Ryu can cover them better though. I think it's the only issue. So.
Oh no, is that Ness? Oh no. Oh, wake up DP again.
He said JK was a read.
Sean legit like gave that stock away, and we have Tim in the lead by a solid 51%. See how I waited there? But here we go. We have Tim like just hanging on the platform.
Goodness.
Like
that was a very cool move there. I like. Did you see me up there and then takes me up the they were at the top. That was so cool.
So watch out, Tim doesn't have a jump ball. I think we also just have to be aware like when Ryu has a jump, Ryu doesn't. So yeah, basically you want to keep him like without him for a while.
That almost skips him.
Okay, no check. No, it doesn't matter because Ryu's pretty still pretty good when he gets like push to the ledge.
That is absolutely good.
So we have a even game. Tim like had a big lead. Came down to Sean's like kicking stage control and being able to have like a mind puzzle of how the stage is. Yeah. Which basically one opposite. But see like Tim's now like controlling the middle, which is like he's trying to force Sean to make a silly move to try to get back into the middle of the stage. But like once Sean does get it, he can capitalize. That was awful in the eye, but if he edge guard, that's force PK Thunder. Well, he didn't want to challenge it. I can understand that. It's really scary. I can see it. Especially at 34 and that's at rage, it could kill.
I'm wondering, maybe, I don't know, but maybe some kind of focus punch shenanigans, because you can power through it. It's only one hit from the PK Thunder Blast. That's true. When it hits you. It's very risky.
It's still super scary though.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I can understand not wanting to risk it because, you had a really bad stock. That's the stock on your side, John. And when they're both at one stock,
oh no. Oh, Sean? Oh, Sean? Oh no, he risked it all. No jump? Oh, he did have a jump. He still made it back though. I think he's under.
Oh, I thought it was bad.
Oh no, he should have
That's it. That's gotta be it.
He mashed out. Tim is a wobbler, so he knows how to mash out his own grab. Footstool doesn't do anything, but gets him out of the situation. Sean's going to platforms. I don't like it. I think Sean just needs to fight for stage control. He can find some way without relying on a. Oh wait, that was a.
Good up there. That's the set, ladies and gentlemen.
That is such a sin. We see Tim at 7, but Tim actually got the weak fair that damaged Sean's shield so much that could have actually been a shield break. And then he could have won the game.
I honestly thought it was going to happen. It's kind of scared me for a second.
Survival.
So, 2 out of Sean. Good job. happens, you know. So now we're gonna have Sean O'Hare advancing up into the winners bracket. Will we be getting Robbie and Alex? No,
How's
we
he
won't.
get
So,
winners?
huh?
How's he getting winners?
Who?
You said he's going to the winners bracket.
So he's going to. He's look. I'm not. I was just trying to
Losers
figure out-
quarters, right?
Or how about we do? Yeah, that's a good point. So we're gonna have Frank. So we're gonna have Frankie. So we're gonna. So I'm actually gonna run the stream now. Frank, you go. I'm gonna go run the stream now. So I'll be right back.
Good ride,
Go
friend.
with someone. Frank, go.
Tim. Unfortunately, he's back again, ladies and gentlemen.
I lost because I didn't go out and focus his recovery when I backered him at 104, and I was like, maybe he'll just be dead. But it was wishful thinking.
Yeah.
It's so scary. I've done that before and died. And I played Scourge, which is why I lost again.
Yeah, we were talking about that. I was like, I don't know, maybe focus punch off stage to block his recovery, but knowing that you could have done that, I'm sorry, man.
Oh well.
It's okay though.
Next time.
Hey, game on. Ladies and gentlemen, game on. That's the tournament we come to.
I'm like so close
Hey,
against
we have
so
2
many
viewers right now. Shout out to the 2
Hey.
viewers watching on stream.
I'm so close against so many players, but I can't bring it home. I can't bring it home. Yeah.
Don't
Yet.
worry, you're close.
There's next
you're
year.
really close.
There's the 2018 will be the year of Ryu.
Hey, it's still 2017 next semester.
Bring
it out.
Fall of 2017 will be the season of Ryu.
You can bring it out. man.
Smash 4 Season 2, Ryu gets buffed.
Yo, I feel so bad that Pixar people made non-invincible anymore. So in Smash Wii U, all his moves were invincible.
Here we go. We got random. Okay, they're just goofing around, I think, because we don't have anyone on stream yet. Oh, he's playing Alex. Can you believe this? Alex and Sean meeting in losers.
Alex just thumped his chest.
Like Donkey Kong. Yeah. You know, people love their memes and their Donkey Kong and their bananas.
See, so here's what I was gonna say. On the PR, I always go up by 1. So I always pass someone and someone else passes me. And I stay at 9. Here's my bold prediction. I beat Devin, so he fell, but Robbie beat me. So I probably stayed at 9th, with Robbie above me and now Devin below me. This is what always happens.
You're walled out by one person.
No, I'm walled out by a crew. This is the cabal I was telling you about.
You know what's gonna happen though? You're gonna win game on, right? And then be number 1 on the PR.
I don't think I'd be number 1 even if I won game. Well, I'm running for the community choice spot.
Oh, of course.
I feel like there's a very low chance I'm elected, but
It's still kind of cool.
it'll be fun to try.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's open for everyone. If I'm feeling it in the day, I might run, but who knows the odds
I'm
I'm
gonna
getting
put
elected.
myself first on my PR. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that.
Why would you do that?
I think I'm somewhere between the 5th and 10th best player here.
Yeah? You think so?
I feel like I am the 5th best player here. My results have not even come close to proving that.
Yeah. So it's about a consistency.
I'm
at this point.
sporadic. I've beaten everyone
Yeah,
who I
at
need to. If I were to consistently beat the people who I have beaten,
You'd be number 5.
I'd be number 5,
But
or higher.
the problem is
But
consistency.
I'm not, and consistency is a big part of a player's like rating or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, exactly.
How we rate players. This is huge. And mine is non-existent. I'm consistently 7th, which I get by beating a bunch of scrubs and 1 good person,
And
then
then
losing to
losing to a
two good people.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So like I can't complain. So I think realistically I'm probably like 8th or 9th, but I got 7th today, yes. Oh well.
It's all good. Alright, he's back. The boy, ready to play. They're actually banning right now. Wow. That's how we're gonna do
I
the
think
serious
Frank
sex
really
of
doesn't like Smashville.
Why not, you think?
I think I don't know.
Honestly, I don't think it's that bad for Villager. Because
Maybe that's not the case. I feel like every time I play him on Smashville, I'm like, man, he's just setting up shop on that platform. Now I
Yeah.
have like trees and bowling balls coming from above me.
Yeah, it's really scary. Because he can control a horizontal stage below, and then the platform is controllable too. Because like I said, he sets up the tree up there, and then what are you going to do then? which is so annoying. But if he bans versus Luigi, I suppose I could understand that. Though I'm not sure where he ideally wants to go in this matchup. Okay, they're going FD. Omega Pultinus Temple.
3, 2, 1, go!
So game 1 here.
I honestly don't know what we're gonna see. I feel like it's gonna be incredibly boring.
That's what I was just thinking. I was like, wow, these two players and their two play styles.
And the characters.
Yeah. Not much gonna happen. It's gonna be like, yep, standard Luigi stuff, grab, it's a combo. Or villager stuff, just a bunch of fairs. Either way, not the most hype set in the world.
Let's see how it plays.
See, here's the problem, right? Luigi can cover landings really well, and so villager uses the platform to land stage with platforms, but also the platform gives the opponent a way to get around his projectile shenanigans as well. So it's kind of like I don't really know what stage villager wants in this kind of matchup.
Yeah, I don't know. Villager confuses me as a character.
The design is very strange. Props anyone who can play him. So we have no one.
I was gonna say, I wish I knew one of them. I wish I knew something.
We both were on the same page there for that joke.
But I mean, here he is sitting in Lucifer's quarters, so.
Yeah, he's doing something right.
Eating washed up number ones. Oh, I said. Alright, throws his own fireball back. So this is now where it's like, as villager, you're like, time to set up shop. I love his face when he misses the axe. He's like, ooh!
It's pretty goofy, yeah.
Alex not biting. He's like, I'm gonna run back and forth and dodge your stuff.
It's
What are
very
you gonna
smart.
do?
I think that, see, the thing is, villager doesn't have to approach him here because he has all the projectiles and he can pocket the fireballs. So eventually Luigi has to approach.
Get him with the butler.
Yeah. So eventually Luigi has to approach, right? So Frank's are basically waiting to see what Luigi's gonna approach with and trying to punish the approach.
Yeah, but I mean, right now, that is out the window because if Alex were so inclined, he could run away for 4 minutes and win this match if Frank were to do something about it.
Yeah.
So now the game has changed. But I mean, I remember this is melee, but I believe it's still concept still applies. Oh, JK turnips.
Good dare.
Anyhow, I remember Kyle telling me he's like, if someone's platform camping you, even if they're ahead, chances are this is Ice Climbers who struggle with platform camping.
Yeah.
He's like, if someone's platform camping you, just wait. Even if they're ahead, chances are they're not willing to time you out for evenings. Now Frank might be willing to time Alex out for 3.5 minutes, but like besides that point, it's like a matter of telling your opponent, like, are you really prepared to play this kind of game against me?
Yeah.
And not biting on their like.
Yeah, they're
attempts to
smart because they want you to do something stupid, you know?
Yeah.
So
Like
just
that.
don't give it to them.
Oh, but Frank's able to punish appropriately.
Oh my goodness, these guys. What a bunch of goofballs.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about.
Oh my goodness.
Never mind.
That
I don't
charge
want to talk about that game.
That was just silly. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to provide baseline commentary of what is going on screen and do nothing more. Synchronized sip. Well, I'll have to go back and watch the VOD later. I did not see that.
There are a couple of cuties. Anyway, game 2 here. Let's see what Frank did. I think he banned Smash Fill, which makes sense. I think that's what Villager wants to go most to in this matchup. But I can see any stage, honestly. Except maybe Lilat, but who knows.
I can see Frank going back to an Omega.
Honestly, it wasn't bad for him. It's just the fact that Luigi outplayed him on the stage and generally read his
I mean, he died to
well.
two pretty silly things. But then again, Luigi's one death was from the frickin' turnips, which
Yeah.
are silly in and of itself.
Yep.
See, that's the kind of thing where normally I would be like, yeah, I'll go wherever. And if I were and like be like, wow, Alex is being a real loser for negotiating. But specifically because it was Frank, I would also give him as hard of a time as possible. So I can't really say anything.
Why do you think he goes to this Omega? Honestly,
I am not even gonna attempt to pretend to know why.
I mean, mean,
If I try to say anything, Frank will come up to me after and be like, well, actually, top players have decided now Mega Midgar is really advantageous for many characters, both because of its wall and the general shape of its ledges. Makes it far more balanced than Palutena's Temple. Unfortunately, it will not prevent me from getting my shitty rolls from ledge read by others. I love Frank though, so I feel kind of sad that while I was saying that, he got rocked.
yeah, that should be kind of messed him up.
But you know, sometimes a slingshot enough to slingshot yourself into the lead. I'll stop.
Anyway,
So, here, Zach, I'm gonna ask you.
yeah, what's up?
I'm holding the mic to your face. Oh shit. How does Frank win this game?
He's gotta wait. You know, I don't think that Alex is gonna want to time out. It's like you said, Alex is gonna get patient eventually.
The tree. It is Earth Day. We're close to it.
I think he has to wait, and what he's gonna do is he's gonna throw all the projectiles, right? Eventually, we just get patient and try to approach. You have to read the approach and cover it with something. You know, what that something is depends on what kind of approach it is. But if you cover it properly, you can't get weak kills, especially if it's resets.
Frank makes the face like the son, get out of here. Stop having dreams, he says.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, Alex clearly feels very confident with his friend place.
Unfortunately, the last approach that we did manage to get Villager off stage. It's not what you want here as Villager.
Oh yeah, it's another roll from ledge.
Pretty standard stuff. It turns out when you pick a bad recovery option,
No, Mega Midgar pick. Not working out in the long run. I'm sorry for throwing shade, Frank. It's just too easy. I love you.
shout out to Frank. He's a great guy.
Oh yeah. Let's get one thing straight. I didn't come to SoCal to make friends, and I definitely didn't come to integrate into the region. This is purely a business move. I have already conquered my region, and now we're on to the next. I'm prepared to commentate until I need to play
I've been
Melee.
commentating a while. I want someone else to commentate, honestly. Who's gonna run stream? Okay, cool. I'm gonna take a break. I've been on commentary for 30 years. It's been nice, Tim.
I can see the gray hairs.
Yeah, dude. I'm getting old here. I need to go play
I
Hearthstone
feel
or
like I'm
something.
probably gonna need to play Melee soon, but I haven't been called yet.
Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna take it up solo for about 13 seconds until Mo gets here. Oh, I'm sad.
What do we got? We got Mario Pikachu. Well, what this really means is
He got wrecked by Little Mac, that's why he's sad.
he lost.
I beat him.
Oh, Devin.
Yeah, I played him.
Okay, never mind.
Game 1, he should have won.
What this matchup really is a rat and some plumber's head. That's what this matchup comes down to.
I think what this matchup is a shuriken. Plumber's hand. A little spinny piece of crap. I think Rat sums it up.
I can do it, Jesse. I can back and forth it if you want.
I honestly, it's like, I just don't want to commentate this best of 5 set.
I asked
Not,
you before.
no, not because I feel I'm not up to commentating this best of 5 set. I just don't know how long I can say, good punish, and nothing else.
Good punish.
Good punish.
I mean, yeah, you could,
No one's called me. I felt like I could play match for years.
no, you are.
Who do I have to play?
Yeah, go play Rob. Don't worry, Tim. I'll take care of it.
Good luck. I hope there are plenty of good punishes for you to talk about.
Pikachu won. So we've got Mario ahead, which is pretty bad.
It's good.
How you doing?
Alright, so we're moving right into it. We're here in the merge final at Neon. I'm just gonna call him Zavala. Can you please get rid of the one takes?
I mean, I've kept that tag consistent with the past, like this whole semester.
I know he's gone his blue 7 at least once. He
Well,
goes,
that was because he was drunk.
listen, the man of a million names. Either way, he's Zavala at the end of the day. And he's the kind of player who, he can get into Eon's mind. He plays a character that's very good against Pikachu. The formers are known for being able to just get in and around, and that's exactly why. Invincible up smash is one of the best things you can put out against Pikachu. Pikachu's not going to go under Mario. He can't just sit between his legs. He's got to eat that. And it's either you take the damage or you don't do anything. But he still took the damage.
There's a total of possible 5 games, so he can mess around with stages if he wants, or switch to Marth or something.
We'll see what he does, but I'm hoping for his sake that he sticks Pikachu away. We were practicing a bit, and this movement was looking extra crispy today. Even though I almost took the W from him, today was looking like one of his better days as a Pikachu, and I'm really hoping that he sticks it. And right now, we're seeing a bit of what I was talking about, that quick attack. All that quick attacking around can really help him, but he needs to get to his platform first, because right now, Raw is just sharking through and doing a really good job. That's all he needed to do, was put the damage out there.
Okay, so he's oh wow, he just caped that on D. That was clean.
I mean, it's amazing that he was able to do it. The timing on it is surprisingly, he's got a good amount of space on it just because of how large the hitbox is.
He caped his quick attack. Because he doesn't, like, even when he played you, when he quick attacks back in the day, he never switched back. That's how you were able to hit him with like, down tilts and bowling balls and stuff. And what he did earlier was he caped them because he didn't sweet spot him.
Yeah,
So he died.
he keeps on bouncing off the ledge, and it's really hard.
Yeah.
You know, just one random up smash, just like that, and tie things right back up. And even though he's sitting at 91%, this is still very doable.
He's only going to get fair.
Yeah, it's all about if Zavala can get those hard reads that we've come to know and love him for.
Top of that, that's scary. I get down.
Look at that, up throw. Is he going to do it? No. Man's wild, but he's taking game 2. Are we going to see any adjustments?
You see this right here? That's him tilting.
That's him slowly. He's slowly becoming more and more soft.
Show me the light, he says. Now he's gonna switch to Marth, guaranteed he's gonna switch to Marth.
It's all about what he's going to do. He's
There's no
sticking
stage
it,
ban, so
and we're seeing the hand hover.
I got baited.
All right, so for those who don't know the Shikion, this is a character that he's practiced a long time ago. He was having a bit of a secondary crisis and trying to figure out how to get around. Yeah, he wanted to figure out characters that were good against Ness specifically because Kang was giving him the hardest of times.
Yeah.
So I know that this is another character he's been wanting to put back on the burner. He wants to try and grind Sheik up because it does a good job of covering what Pikachu's unable to. But right now,
So I kind of got baited with this. I thought he'd pick Marth. He didn't switch. But you know, whatever. We'll see what happens. You can cape it, right? Like before he
yeah, it's possible. The thing is that there's a lot of invincibility, and then once she's invisible, you can't touch her. She's intangible. That being said, Paul's doing an excellent job of just sticking on top of her.
It's not looking good for the boy.
It's not. It really isn't. One of the things that makes Sheik such a terrifying character in this game is when it's so hard to track her, to sneak on her and keep her movement options limited.
He's been following him around. He knows where she's at.
Yeah, he's playing into Zavala's hands right now like a puppet.
He's like a 3-arm handshake, man.
Yep. A 30 and a handoff is looking pretty imminent right now.
I was expecting one of those cheesy fakey air that for the second round or whatever. Because, you know, Dan likes to
All the patented Zenyu combos.
yeah, the moment.
He wanted it.
He had the right idea.
He wants it, but
Beyond was on to him.
he's not going to let it go without a fight like
I think
this.
he's out of the jungle. Yeah, but you gotta hit Mario before that. It's kind of hard to beat that Palmer up B sometimes, but you basically just gotta be there before they press the button.
And even though Eon has not taken the slap, I'm just going to stop talking. You got this.
No, he's winning. He's gonna win. Right? He's on fire. He's on water right now. But yeah, he's fine. Everything's fine.
Cool the boy down.
Pull him down, relax. Then we're gonna roll into him. We're gonna wet him up, pull him
smash attack in the neutral. Just putting on these little hits right now before he can get himself on firm ground. Yeah, needles would have really been an assistance to Eon throughout the set because Eon's needles would have been able to stop a lot of approaches that.
Beat up beat.
Yeah.
See what goes on. Cheap with rage is, like any other character, but this is probably the least to worry about. Here we go.
Ooh, we almost had a really interesting offstage play, but.
So I was gonna see Gimp Master Flame over here. Dan's gonna fish for up smashes.
They both want it so bad.
At this point, I probably feel the same way. The only way I'm gonna win against this Mario right now is to Gimp him. I feel the same exact way. That's not gonna kill him.
Not from that side of the stage.
Okay, so the water. Okay, so he wants to go right now. There it is. That's it.
And the back throw is going to happen, and you see the face, and then flops and downs. But it's all right. That's winners finals. Zavala's sitting comfortably in winner's side of Grants once again. But now we have a very stacked losers bracket.
Now it's me and Sean.
I'll be taking over. Laundry guy's got to go form. You got to see the goodness out of him. So he's sitting here on the solo mic once again. The last time this happened, we had a friendly visit from the local security. So shout outs to Hofstra Safe for being able to... Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Z-Sam, and today we're going to be experiencing a little bit of soft talking as I slowly move away from the mic, and now I disappear into the ether. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm still here. And right now, we're just rocking the solo mic as we wait for our next combatants. And it looks like we got Fang sitting back up, having gotten moved into the losers bracket relatively early on, but looking to make that tear through.
Yep.
And I'm joined by Eon, my partner in crime, my travel buddy for the all year. Smash Ryu, homeboy. What is up? I know you just got moved into the losers bracket, but you're still in there. That shit was looking pretty alright, I gotta say. You were playing pretty patiently. We both agreed, me and Laundry guy, that you needed more needles. You needed to keep that patience and use it to tack on damage over time. Because you were getting your hits here and there, but a hit from a plumber means a lot more from a ninja.
It's true. I just wish they didn't have that up smash. It hurts.
Oh, now we got Fang representing another tag, alluding to our own 808. Not to be confused with any 808. We got the Tri-State 808 and...
But we're seeing Ness Gaming.
Either way, going right into it, this is actually a pretty volatile match. Game & Watch is incredibly light, and because of his awkward hitboxes...
But he may have awkward hitboxes, but he does have a lot of kill power, especially if you fill up that bucket.
Yeah, he's got a lot of tools.
And Sean loves to give him the ammunition to fill up that bucket.
And he has that plumber's up smash. He's got that invincible up smash that's going to allow him to try and secure those kills a lot more safely than if you were approaching the shield. Because that's what Fang's going to want to force. He wants those shield approaches. But we're not there yet. We're still looking at damage racking up, and things are looking more favorably for Fang.
Fang loves his yo-yo edge guard. He'll do it basically every single time, which is kind of predictable when he's trying to edge guard you, but it's a fact.
Looked like he would have wanted to go for the dash grab over there. Dash grab would have connected. That could have been the stop. Like I said earlier, Game & Watch being right is really a bane to him throughout this matchup because a lot of the heavy hitting moves from Ness, like up air, forward smash, that famous back throw, even from the opposite side of the stage, is going to net that stop with only 53% on. However,
you know, I've noticed Sean's still doing a lot of PK Thunder off the stage. Like, it's one of his moves to harass someone off the stage.
and it's an excellent move.
But I noticed that Noah isn't doing anything about it. That's... Oh, no.
That could have been
He should have just went for the straight
super
punish.
high.
He should have went for the straight punish.
It died.
He tried to get fancy and I've noticed he's not filling up his bucket. Sean's been kind of throwing him a couple that I thought would be freebies, but he's actually not.
Seen some excellent hurt body shifting from Fang. As Laundry guy is putting out the pressure on him, you see as he's moving into the blast zones, he's putting out his back ace, he's putting out the up air.
Ooh, that'll
not
match.
good enough to break through that smash.
The diving helm withstands all. It's made out of bummer heads, the most strongest material in the universe.
You so you can't see it because it's in black and white. It's actually a red hat.
Yep.
But that hat just got shredded by the yellow red. We're giving game 1 over to Fang.
Alright. Now, this is still winner semis, so it's only 2 out of 3, yes?
This is loser semis. This is going to
Yeah, we only do,
just quarters. This is even
yeah,
earlier in
quarters,
bracket.
yeah. Right.
Yo, how'd the regular killers end up so early in losers? What happened tonight?
You happened. You happened to Chirpy.
One of my finer wins, but we're not here to talk about
I
slapping.
mean, let's not pretend that we didn't still have a lot of big names in the winners bracket. We had like arguably I think the top 4 at Hofstra in winners bracket.
I gotta say, that 8 hitting was probably the best thing that could have happened to Fang. Because it popped him just out of range for launching that again any proper follow. And it really didn't deal a lot of damage. And that's one of the minor things you have to worry about with the RNG attributed to Judge, is a lot of the things that happen really don't help game.
It's true. In fact, I noticed Noah usually doesn't go for it a lot, so that he did was awesome.
I mean, I could... That's a better Hail Mary move to be pulling out. That up smash is going to be getting the launcher guy.
Plus, it has a surprisingly fast first actionable frame. It's about 40 or something, which is actually quite close to his forward tilt.
And you know,
very fast.
Relatively speaking, that's great all around.
But, okay, we're definitely seeing Sean's Edgar game, which is very strong. See, there's that chair I mentioned. Noah loves that. He'll throw it like an up smash or like an F smash, and you'll think, oh, that's not safe. I'll punish that. And he's like, you thought.
Yeah, and here's the thing about it. It covers so much ground, but it's also a really good move for how Fang is going to want to approach. It covers so much lateral space that it's going to force him into the air. Then once he's in the air, Launcher Guy can defend himself well with up air, with nair, and especially with up smash. But we'll see if Fang is able to bring it back. It looks like Launcher Guy's done an excellent job of adapting in the situation. And he very likely could have taken that stock, but
ooh, okay, he's powered up.
He's got 2 out of the 3 that he needs to
He hadn't
kill
used
by.
that bucket. I thought he'd use it because bucket's super threatening.
It is, however, no matter what projectile Fang puts out, it's only ever going to kill 2 at a time.
Ooh, that'll do it.
I think that roll read is going to be putting us into game.
Last game. Alright. So where do you think Sean's gonna take it?
Mr. Game and Watch.
I think he's going to take an F. The reason I say so is because it's a comfort pick for Fang. It's something that he knows is going to help him at least mentally. And there we go. On top of that, Game Watch really doesn't benefit from the staging anyway. But
it was banned. It was banned. It was banned. He knew.
a very smart ban from Laundry Guy because he knows that that's the comfort pick.
However,
He does have Town and City on the back burner.
that is a good stage. But Game Watch does have a lot of kill power of his own, so I would worry, especially if Noah decides to get a little more liberal with that bucket.
Yeah, but we'll see
He's
how
been
it plays
quite
out.
conservative with it in game 2. He didn't throw it out in game 1 too much either. So we'll see.
Like I said earlier, this is a volatile matchup for a reason, and all the 2 of these characters have really hurt each other. In that a lot of energy projectiles put out by Ness is going to be validated. Like his recovery can get stopped up. But at the same time, all of these stray hits are really not helping Game & Watch. He's not a character that benefits from rage very well, and he can't sit at high percentages comfortably because moves that would typically not kill so safely are going to put him in a position where he can die much easier, and that can put a lot of a load off of Fade's chest.
I think Noel is just having trouble getting conversions off on this. Because normally he gets a lot longer conversions. Normally, but here his conversions are like maybe too long if he's lucky. And he rarely gets like a 3. Like he's just having trouble. Shots the eyes. Rather good. Oh, he's going for the Hail Mary? No.
He wanted it, but he gets punished hard for it. He didn't even get the 9.
he
But
got
on top
3.
of that, the aerial drift that Ness is able to put out is some of the best in the game, and because of that, he doesn't have to worry about these low percentage up throw combos that a lot of characters have to offer. But now sitting with the stock lead by that 77%, we'll see what Fang is able to do in this kind of situation.
2 in the bucket. 1 more, and we may just see a stock take in this second.
That was a very smart
So
nair
much
from Fang.
pressure on him. Oh, that was... Okay,
That was a real... That was... I like that. That was a really
that
cute...
float over was really interesting.
What it was the B reverse momentum of the bucket helped move Laundry Guy out of danger's way, and that's the kind of move we don't really see often at Hofstra, but it's something that's very typical of higher level Game Watch players, such as...
He caught him again!
That's another up smash.
Sean has to respect that head.
It's gonna be a difficult task at the end.
I feel like Noel is definitely going to want to get it. I feel like he's definitely going to be a little more frequent with that bucket.
It's all about how he's going to catch Fang's movement. In the beginning of Game 3, you saw that because there was a lot of short hop nairs, there was a lot of up airs being thrown out. There wasn't anything for Game Watch to really catch, but now we're sitting in a position where you know Fang wants that back throw. And it's really a double-edged sword because of how predictable it is.
You know the Ness will grab. You just don't know how. It turns Ness's game plan from an unknown unknown to a known unknown.
But there are known knowns and there are unknown unknowns.
Yes. The known unknown is what you know you don't know. But the unknown unknown is what you don't know you don't know.
But how could you unknow that you unknow something? Then it's a known unknown. There are known knowns and there are unknown unknowns.
Like, imagine you're playing Smash with a friend, and then that friend suddenly turns into a tiger and eats your face. You could not have expected him to be able to do this.
But we could expect that to happen.
Yes.
Fang just barely managing to clutch it out over Laundry Guy. The
And
very
advance to
dangerous
winner's semis
2-1. This
against
man is
Bebop.
clawing himself tooth and nail to claim his rightful place on the throne, but will he be able to do it tonight?
He's definitely got a tough climb. He's got to go through me in the finals. He's got to go through Alex in the semis, and he has to go through Dan twice in grand finals.
But let's see if he's fit to win tonight.
He has to go through 4 huge sets if he wants to take this. 3 of them, best of 5.
It's going to be a tough hill to climb, but you know, for Hofstra's back throw hero, will it be enough?
We'll see if he can. We'll see if he can mango pound 3 this one.
The legend?
If you're in the chat, post mango pod.
Yeah, they're all one. You're all one viewer that's on the opposite side of the room.
Luigi.
Sean? Wait, who DQ'd himself?
From Melee. I'm just not feeling.
No, he has to play Sean. He has to play me.
And we are going right into it. We're in loser semis here, and we've got Slap and Chirping and Bebop.
So this match is definitely going to be required. Like Alex is going to be the one who sets the tone. Because if he can get in, he's going to deal so much damage with Sean so well. Or sorry, no, I said it wrong. It's going to be Sean who controls the tone of this, but Alex is going to control the tone.
Right now, it looks like all momentum is shifted into the favor of Fang. Bebop not having a chance to get on solid ground, and back throw not going to do it so early on.
Ooh, the spin.
And an up air is not going to net it yet. Excellent DI from Bebop. You know, that's been one of the traits of him that's really grown as a player, aside from his composure in bracket, is his ability to maintain that stock. But he's going to have to do
that stock.
He's going to have to do a better job in the next stock.
Okay, here we are. We're seeing Luigi grab combos.
However, that missed back air is really going to hurt him. He has to remember to alter those combos for the sake of the fact that Ness is so small and so floating.
Ness is just sheer aerial speed, as well as powerful aerials. especially up air, which ends combos about as effectively as Luigi's Nair does, are going to make it really difficult for him to get. Like, if he wants like a risky extension, there are characters he wouldn't have to worry about that. He has to worry about Ness.
We got a little bit of shield pressure, just playing a little bit of footsies out here, and the back air is going to win it.
He's going to be in an edge guard situation right now. Okay, yes, there it is. Ledge trump back air.
He has the ledge trump, but it's still an uphill battle to climb. 45%, and that could go up very quickly, especially if he lands these K-fires. He's putting out
thunders, which put him in a great position to get up there.
Especially these nairs and dash attacks. All of this damage, we almost see a conversion off the platform, but the damage just keeps on rolling up for him, and that's not going to be the stock just yet. The roll behind, the teleport behind you. But we still in there.
Yeah. Alright, he's building up percent. He's got 11. Yeah, he's almost there.
These empty hops are what Bebop needs to be putting out right now because he needs to be ready to threaten an option, but he can't commit to anything, or else he eats that big noggin. Eat your vegetables, read your books. We're going into game 2. Look at him swing that back.
So what do
you think this kid's a hoodlum?
Oh, definitely.
Like, all right, so he spends the entire game. He never talks to his parents. No. He just walks out the door, goes on this magical adventure through totally not America, and like defeats like the most nightmarish things possible and aliens and shit. And it's like, where are your parents? Is there anyone concerned for you?
But like, he calls his mom a lot, and his dad gives him money. So I guess it's like, I guess like a G-rated hood. You know?
I don't know if I want to be calling him like a kid.
He's a G-rated thug.
I'm good with this.
The man beats. Well, no, the boy beats small dogs with his bat.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal, man.
He's definitely not a good guy. Also, he beat police officers.
That's pretty rough.
Granted, they beat him first.
But
I don't know.
We're sitting in a shoot first, ask question later situation, game 2, and it looks like shots getting fired right out the gate. Plenty of damage off the
Much more even. We saw Kirby have a much more commanding lead straight from the start.
And a very interesting decision from Bebop to bring things to Town and City, a very volatile stage for this matchup. Not only are the platforms going to help him with landing and for extending his combos, but these small blast zones really help with Fang's ability just to go off the throws.
Or, you know, Bebop's ability to up B.
Shin Choi rooking his way into the lead, only 51%.
We're seeing he's much more clean. He's not getting hit as often. Oh no!
He doesn't get the read though.
Oh, that's terrifying. I've been caught in that far too many times.
All these stray hits here and there are bringing things full circle in Bebop's favor.
He was good on chirping for not dropping his shield there. Alex clearly wanted that up B.
We really got to call him chirping for the set.
No,
I'm not about this shit.
Okay, I thought there'd be more of a punish there, but I guess he kind of walks it off.
Chirping. I'm not calling him chirping. I'm calling him Fang. Fang Thorell is well-known back throws and putting out big thunders to at least pressure some sort of option. Both of these characters are excellent air dodges, and you really get to see them out of it.
Oh, catches it.
Makes it having full charge. He's not going to kill, but it is going to put
Does he have the... Oh, no, he doesn't. Did he have the spin?
I think he used it somewhere along that transaction from the right side of the field.
Alright, he's still in a good... Oh! Oh! Oh, no, he's not dead.
Excellent DI. You know, that would have killed a few updates ago. That would have been his.
But unfortunately, Luigi's not.
So now we've got rage-induced child, and we got a Bebop that's gonna fish for his kills. He wants his up smashes. He wants his straight routine.
Oh, he wanted it. Oh, he wants it.
Plumbers
the
can just put it
Mario
out.
special.
That's the thing. You know, the plumber's blessing. You don't need to have a brain. You don't need to be good at this game.
You just need a solid head
with that C-stick hard.
You just need a solid head.
But one way or the other, it's going to be bringing us into a game 3 situation.
Yeah. And this will be interesting. Okay. You said FD Sean's cover pick.
FD,
no,
FD's his comfort pick, but you know people are going to ban that.
He picked town.
They're going back to Town and City, and I totally agree with this. Things really worked out as far as stage control is concerned for for chirping. But Bebop just had the stronger neutral, and he had the ability to run away with the momentum that he had.
So now we're definitely going to see a reversal. I'm not sure if he wants to let this set. But it's even for now, so. Okay, there it is, fairs. If Fang wants to take advantage of this, what he's going to have to do is he's going to have to take advantage of offstage. Because offstage for Easy is probably in a weak state.
Most definitely. There's a lot of limited recovery options against Ness, especially. Because PK Fire can interrupt the Green Tornado. You can see a lot there just sent in.
Oh, that platform
Another-
spelled his doom.
Yo, Town and City's Pleasant.
I think this stage clearly.
That's the tax return coming in at the end of the month. Exactly when you need all that money. The city was like, this is our thanks to you, faithful citizen.
Luigi doesn't have any tickets on his license though. Alright. But yeah, that platform coming in. I don't think Sean knew it was coming. So I feel like Sean definitely should have played the stage. I feel like Bebop knows the stage.
I don't think it was really a matter of stage knowledge. If it was, I have to commend his
Bebop's
play.
feeling himself. Bebop's feeling
He's feeling
himself.
himself a little too hard.
If
right
he might throw this. He might throw this.
You know, whether it's town and city, New York City, it's generally accepted that you don't play with yourself in public this much. It's just frowned upon. But either way, Bebop's got the 96% lead, and it's looking pretty good for him right now. There's a lot of work that Cherokee can have to put in if he's going to try to take this match. And especially if we start to see the plumbers.
Bebop can just throw around his head if he wants.
Yeah, he's letting that
Oh,
next swing.
that was a good perfect shield. Oh.
Very interesting. You don't see the up-tilt conversion. A lot of Nesses like to cover that with an up-tilt so they can continue to edge hard situation. But right now, damage is working out. And
Now the platforms clearly did not respond well to Bebop playing with himself. Nearly carrying him off for another edge guard situation. I think Bebop's hungry.
he's very hungry, and he's looked like a starved dog this entire second stock because he wants this up smash to confirm. But all that fishing has done is give Fang the opportunity to rack up damage and even the playing field. As both of them are now sitting in kill percentages with this much rage behind back throw, it's very likely to kill. But
Or that much rage behind back air!
Cherokee putting out the fair is exactly what kills him, and now is out.
He plays
You're a goober. You see, boys and girls at home, the reason that I flex when I pop off is because it's impressive when I flex. I'm not particularly soft like other people who flex when they pop off. I'm throwing shots. Welcome to the firing range, my friend. I got Zavala on the mic, aka Humongous, aka Blue 7, aka can this man actually get a legal license in all of these?
Yeah, man, you know, one of my jobs is stealing cars, the other is like laundering money, the other one's like selling crack and stuff. So, you know, you gotta have multiple IDs, dude.
You can catch him in the latest Grand Theft Auto game coming in the year 2029.
GTA 6.
Now we're moving right into losers finals. We got Eon versus Bebop. This is a Hofstra classic. These two go back and forth with each other, and it's just a spaghetti fest from start to finish. So get those bulls ready.
Yeah, Bebop feeling that momentum after pulling that nice upset against our boy Fang, but let's see if he can carry that momentum into this game against Pikachu. So one thing I noticed about Bebop is that he's been spacing these back airs really well, and like Luigi's legs are like, they're not too short, they're not too long. I wouldn't say they're as long as the sword, but you know, they're better than like Mario's, because I'm a Mario man, obviously, but.
Right. And you bring up a good point. Spacing with reverse aerial rush back air is such a good tool for Luigi mains because it allows them to put out a lot of pressure at a safe distance. It comes out quick, it hits like a truck, and it's especially what he's going to need in this match against Pikachu. Even though Pikachu doesn't have a lot of disjoints to speak of, and what he does have is more of a hindrance than a help.
Ooh, good roll read, catching it with that karate chop to the throat.
He got the little heaven pierce chop there, and he's running away with this momentum now.
Wow, Bebop really feeling himself, man. You know, these combos, making all these connections. Like, every move he throws out seems to be connecting. Like,
And we have the rush in with the Thunder. But excellent DI from Bebop is going to keep him in this. I was saying earlier that Bebop's DI has really improved throughout his tenure here at Hofstra.
Definitely, yeah.
He's gone from, you know, questioning whether or not he's holding the control stick to being outright mediocre to now having some of the best DI in this area.
That's very true. Bebop don't sleep on him, man.
No, you know, we joke around about the ego behind the man, but he really does have that urge to learn.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to hit the lab to figure out how that forward tilt killed because that looked like some hella suspect DI, but one way or the other, he's got the damage on deck on Eon.
I
He's
mean,
gotta see if he can close out the stock.
He was at a pretty high percent. You know, Pikachu has a little bit of rage built up, so I can see how. But closing it out with that up smash, you know, looking like a Mario brother. Oh wait, he is a Mario brother.
Like I said, the plumber's blessing, man. That up smash covers so much space, and especially against Pikachu, it's so dangerous.
When Mario and Luigi were in utero, their doctor prescribed their mother like calcium injections. That's why their skulls are so hard, dude. Like out here murdering people with them skulls.
I mean, hey, these brothers have had over 30 years of jumping into solid brick. As someone who has made strong contact with solid brick before, I can attest.
Fun fact, when you break your bone, the calcium deposits into the bone and it goes through a process known as ossification. But enough of that, man. We're going back to this game.
And we're going in. We're seeing the character switch from Eon. Seeing the mark. Now, a lot of people don't like this pick out of him. However, I feel like this is a really smart secondary to have.
I agree.
And you can even tell us why.
Well, first of all, Mario and Luigi, their main problem, they have to get in order to rack up damage. They have to get in order to get the kill, to apply pressure. But if you're playing a sword character as Marth, you can apply pressure from a safe distance. You can space them out with aerials, and it's gonna look like I'm saying, Luigi's having a hard time getting in. So, you know.
Now, the main issue that a lot of people have with Eon's Marth, and I don't mean playing against it or rooting for it, is that he tries to go in with Marth the same way he goes with Pikachu. Marth does not have those kind of tools. It's all a matter of spacing and playing solid neutral. As long as he keeps his composure, he could keep this up on top.
I totally agree. I feel like we see a lot more smashes into neutral with Marth as opposed to aerials, you know. But sometimes I feel like it takes a game for him to adapt, and then that's when his Marth can really shine, you know. But
speaking of adaptation, Bebop is another player who's known very well for being adaptive. He picks up on players' habits, so the idea of playing against a character really doesn't hinder him so much as being able to play against a player's faults. Now, let's hope that for our boy Eon, it doesn't really stick that way, but a few whipped grabs here and there from both parties. There's the spaghetti also.
see, what he's trying to do is he's trying to like walk slowly in order to space the tipper, but I feel like it's kind of hindering his ability to take out the stock. Ooh, almost getting the shield break there.
That was a very interesting shield break. He just decided to dash stop into it. And
spot dodges everywhere. Spot dodges for sale.
pass me the Parmesan
Spaghetti.
drone grapple greet.
Are we out to Olive Garden after this? Because we had Parmesan and
Yo.
spaghetti. Do we go?
Right now, this set looking like unlimited breadsticks because I don't really know how to describe this kind of neutral between these two players.
Ooh, but Eon trying to add that dressing on the salad right now with those breadsticks.
We're looking to get sponsored out here, man. We don't care about that.
Shout outs to Olive Garden. You guys got great breadsticks, salads.
My love's come back. He's gone already.
He has another love. It's fine. Women will always prevail in the heart of men. See, right there, he should have went for like an aerial or something, you know? But instead he went for like sports. But as I say that, he's shutting me up.
A well-spaced up tilt's gonna net him that stock, and with only 50%, now Rage is just barely starting to clock in. And that's pretty good right now, because with a might bit of Rage, it's gonna help Eon with keeping Bebop out. But if it gets too much, it's gonna be very difficult for him to link together his hits, especially when it's gonna count towards those later percentages in the game.
Yeah, putting on some shield pressure with these tilts, you know, trying to wear down the shield a little bit, then get a like probably shield breaker in the neutral, you know, try to break that shield. But I don't know. Marth can kill at any percent, dude. It's kind of scary, actually.
That's a very dangerous character, man. You can't sleep on this. You look at the likes of Mr. E, you look at the likes of MK Leo. This is a global threat out here. Sword characters as a whole, because I'm not just going to discount Lucina either.
Yeah,
Like,
Lucina has all that raw power, that potential, dude.
you know,
Does he get the gift?
he does.
Oh. For a second, I thought Luigi was going to up B and save Mark, but very good stuff of our man Bebop being aware that he was going to save him if he did try to up B.
Yeah, he needed to save that jump. He needed to recover save. Like, Eon's just got to get his head back in the game, or else this is going to be a quick 30 and a handshake.
Yeah. Wow, this is Losers Finals. Oh my
This
God.
is Losers Finals. Things are moving along quickly.
I am about to step to the bat.
And we have the infamous counter pick, Eon's Samus. Now, a little bit of history behind this character. You would think that moving a few tiers downward isn't the optimal situation, but Samus?
Civil War? Civil
Yeah.
War. Civil War.
Samus, the real, plumber hunter out here, and a secondary that has really helped Eon in the past, especially against Bebop, being able to pull up some monumental wins against him.
I'm starting to believe that our man Eon and Eastham were actually relatives separated at birth.
I'm telling you, it's this idolization of players, man. The culture's just, it's getting to them. Because, like, Eon's Pikachu, he's even admitted, is purely Eastham. He studies Eastham through thick and thin. The Samus, he even uses the same color.
Yeah.
But he's got a little bit of work to go.
I feel like Eon should work on keeping him out with these projectiles. You know, you got the missile, you got the charge shot. Like right now, you should probably have the charge shot and wait for a mistech opportunity and just like let it blast, you know? And adding on to what you said before, I feel like he's also playing Samus in the same manner that he played Pikachu, you know, like you see a similarity in between the movement, between the aerial movement.
Oh, definitely. It's a lot of that rush down, but also having the capabilities to camp out and pressure your opponent just with the sheer projectile pressure to put out. Seeing that a lot from the cruise missiles, we're seeing it a lot from the phase-on shot. It's about if he's able to get those hits to connect, because if he's just applying shield pressure from down far, it's not going to do him a lot against Luigi. Ooh, it clanked. But
wow, that was enough to kill him actually. Luigi getting gimped, not something you see every day.
no, Bebop, he's got to make the transition into elegance here, where he signs that contract, trades his thumbs for machine pistons. That's when he's truly able to recover from anywhere. That's where it becomes Village tier. But he's not there yet.
Yeah, dude, the mashing you have to be able to perform with Luigi's match, dude. Like, it's out of this world. If you ever play Mario Party 4, you play Domination against Bebop, you can see that he mashes the A button. He's always coming out top. Like.
Two of these trading hits back and forth, and we see that one of the funniest dash attacks in the game. It's one of the worst as far as frame data is concerned. It looks hysterical. It's one of my favorite animations in all of Smash. It's so goofy.
Yeah,
But you don't want to be seeing it a lot as a Luigi player because it puts you so vulnerable and really doesn't do anything if you manage to get it to connect.
I feel like Bebop does it though, like for a mix-up, you know, sometimes you don't anticipate the dash attack, and because it lasts so long, people might shield it for like the first half of it and then drop shield, sending them off stage, so he gets an edge guard opportunity off.
We're seeing a lot of up tilt out of Eon right now with this Samus. I don't know why.
Oh my god. Wow, this punish. Actually, no, I lied.
He did manage to get a forward smash eventually, but he could have gotten so much more if he charged it properly. He gets the roll read, and that is the 30 and a handoff into grand finals. Zavala will be moving onwards. Or rather, Bebop is moving onwards to fight Zavala out in grands.
Alright, man, I'm hopping off the mic. I'm pretty sure Eon or somebody else will join you on commentary, so
I'll see who we get. Actually, you know what? Let me get my son. Yo, Devin! Devin! We're reviving it. Come here.
He answers to Bevan.
I guess. I'm going to call him Bevan for now on. That way people don't think I'm talking about HO3K Devin.
I love how you answer to Bevan, but not your actual name.
I'm going to call you Bevan from now on because people get mistaken whenever I talk about HO3K Devin and you, because I talk with the two of you so much.
I get fucking confused. I go to Zeno and I hear like, oh, Devin's doing really well. And I'm like, what the fuck? I just went 0-2, bitch. Like,
Sit that ass down, boy. We're moving into grand finals.
Oh boy, we got
I
grand
got
finals.
808, not the NE 808. I got the Tri-State 808. I got the best 808.
Better 808.
That's the call out to the yard player.
Heck
Hello.
Luigi. Heck Luigi, bro. You ain't nothing. So who is it first? Is it Humongous versus
We got
Bebop.
Humongous sitting in winners finals, sitting against Bebop, who's fought his way through one hell of a losers bracket tonight. He's had a fight through myself. He's had a fight through Fang. He's had a fight through Eon. He's had a fight through the regular winners here, and now he's sitting against a man who won last week. Last singles, I should say.
Keep wild. This whole situation has gone wild. Who do you got? Who you got your money on?
Honestly, real talk, you want it?
Yeah.
I actually think Bebop can take it.
I'm personally thinking that Humongous might take it.
I want Humongous to take it. I'm always rooting for my boy, but Bebop has been on a tear.
Alex!
He's feeling himself. He's wearing that Pikachu shirt, which, by the way, I have to say, out of all of his repertoire of button shirts, is easily the gaudiest thing, and possibly the worst in the room, which is really saying something considering the collection of communist propaganda and Pokemon.
We have way too many communist propaganda. I'm pretty sure we have more communist propaganda than Pokemon shirts.
The fact that it's an even ratio is a bit concerning, but we're not concerned about that right now. We're looking at grand finals for Smash with Pride number 15 at Hofstra University. 15! Can you believe that?
Man, it's been a minute. Like, especially for this year, it's been a wild year. This is the last at Bevan.
Oh. Devin, Hangman, I got the Gunnars on. Gunnar Optics sponsored by a New York Yankee.
A singular New York Yankee?
Just the one
Not,
New York
not
Yankee.
anybody else.
Not
just
the
one.
New York Yankees. Not a Yankees player, just the New York Yankee. Although, total placebo effect, these things have actually been helping me. I don't know if they have been or if it's just placebo, but like, my head hasn't hurt at all.
You look like Gonzalo Barrios.
A lot of people have this. Who's going to win this set? So let's find out. We're starting game one on Smashville.
Oh, and here comes the it's almost before the neutral. All people jab, jab, grab. Very common combo from Bebop. Here we go. Oh, we got it. Yes. We've already taken him 50 to 57 off the grab already. This needs to stop.
These hit conversions are just looking fantastic for Bebop right out of the gate. In a Cain and Abel kind of match, these two players threaten each other with the same tools that they have. They've got the projectiles, they've got the kill power, but Bebop's got the lead. And with almost no damage on deck, Zavala's gonna really figure out what he wants to do if he's gonna bring things back against Support. Yeah, he's got the Shin Shoryuken. He's really putting it out. He just wants to jump out of there as soon as possible because he knows that's how Zavala is going to be putting out the damage. That's how he's going to be able to really put on that pressure. But strings left and right.
Singular back over. Pull off that platform. Oh, gotta protect that.
Well, they're going to start to fish for their kill moves now. I would not be surprised if we see enough forward airs, up smashes. This starts to look like a rave on Smashville. TBH.
Oh, there we go already.
Yeah, everyone's swinging neck out here.
In the time that I looked away from the screen, whilst raving, two up smashes were thrown up. There goes one.
Yeah, these up smashes are going to be happening, and we have the DI mix up from the down smash, but nothing can connect out of it. It is not it yet. No, Zavala with his excellent DI.
Oh, no, but he breaks out with Nair.
He gets all the kill hits.
Rage Morrow.
Mahler Woe in the house, and now we see the slow approach of Bebop. We got that one episode of Cowboy Bebop that no one likes to talk about or watch. It's the slow expositional one. It just comes and it ends. Game one's gonna go to Bebop.
Is this grand finals?
This is grands. We're best of 5. And if Bebop gets this, he resets the bracket.
Oh, he's in.
Yes.
Hugo's in winners?
Yes. Humongous is coming in from winner's side. Bebop is coming in from loser's side. So Bebop wins this. Bracket resets imminent.
3, 2, 1, go!
It's the LRA start.
This
Is that
instant.
game 2? That's it?
That is not it, my friend. No, we got a little bit of a discrepancy between the two players.
Game 2 goes to Bebop. That's it. up?
Survival.
Two-hand
All right, here we go.
Going into it, we're officially starting game 2. We see the character switch, and
Oh my lord!
yo, we're broke the blender out for grants. Seeing the Rob switch is a very interesting pick, considering how much data there is on this matchup.
Look at the ledge.
Oh, but he chases the dash attack. Who's about the dash attack? There we go. Watch him go.
And now we got a lot of top play. You know, throwing that gyro around is really gonna help. Bebop keeps it in his control. It's a lot of spacing tools, but you know how Humongous likes to play his Rob. He likes to go in, but he likes those tools to space someone out when he needs to. It's a very unique pairing of characters, but it's worked very well for this player. It's especially looking like it's working out here for game 2.
Has to recover a little bit inward. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Oh,
He's got the grab, but forward throw. Looking for the mix up a little bit.
Probably waiting for the eye, if anything.
No, Bebop hasn't really had an opportunity to fight on solid ground. He's just sort of been racking up damage from stray hits as he
I
recovers.
don't think he can get in.
It's very difficult because in a situation like that, it's thread, and because of the tumble animation, Bebop is down. It's not the only 50%. Like, Zavala. This is looking like a pretty solid character switch. Now, you would think opposite because Rob's such a big character. He's so bulky. But things are really looking good for Zavala right
Yeah,
now.
not bad at all. Oh, wait, you gotta remember. Bebop's got the donkey.
Will we be seeing a double character switch throughout the set? I hope so. I know he's been having that DK on the grind lately, but it's all about if it's going to really help.
The next fireball with the up smash. Oh, is that no?
Going up there, excellent way for Zavala to safely get himself out of there. Really just looking to trade projectiles.
Quite nice. Quite nice. Oh, attacks him back air. It's over. It's over.
Back air's going to do it.
Oh, is that a down air? It is a down air.
Ooh, things are looking really dangerous. We're not going all in for that, but it got him the damage that he needed. Things looking just about tied up as we go into a further extension. All of his gyro play has just been doing so much for Zavala.
Oh, he goes for the hard read on the up smash. The invisibility frames would help him there, but it didn't get him.
He wants it.
Is that it? Is that it? Yeah.
That's not going to be it. Not the big boy, but he's not going to die like that. Not with these rage percentages out.
Oh, tries to go for the roll read, but it's also safe. Because he went away. Oh, the drops. Tries to go for the ledge trap. Oh, my lord.
And then there,
Air would kill at this percent up there.
Boulder's sitting at kill percentages right now, and Bebop losing the gyro so quickly.
His beam is charged up. His laser beam.
We got a lot of roll.
Oh, lord.
Oh!
Ooh, the conversion, the sick conversion. Look at that.
That is not going to do it just yet. Back throw is not powerful enough to kill just yet.
Is that it? Is that it down? Oh,
He's got the ledge trump back air. You even see the micro pop off as Bebop takes game 2. We are very likely looking at the bracket reset right now. This man's got the world to win.
Reset. Bracket reset.
is there an outlet back there?
There is not. You're trapped. That's why I got those.
Oh, but wait, I can't go grab a phone
We're
first.
seeing the run back. The man wants his flat stage and he wants this win before we see the bracket reset. You know, just bringing this back as a final destination. We're seeing a bit more proactive Bebop play right now, putting out those green fireballs, putting out some sort of pressure so that he can break this kind of zone that Humongous has built up.
Can't put out too many fireballs. This is the repatch Luigi here we're talking about. So it looks like Diablo or Hugo Humongous here has gotten in a little bit of a lead, but not too much.
No, it's a very early lead. You can't call it a lead in Smash 4. One good combo string against Luigi, and that's it. But he's all about if he can get that combo string, because we're seeing lots of clean hits from Humongous.
Oh, there goes the top. First he drops his top. Oh, that's the ledge trap. There it is again. And there it is. There it is.
He doesn't get the top coverage, but
Waited, he might have been able to get it. That's a possibility. Don't
he loves his down air. You know, that's what really started him on this path to playing Smash 4 Wii U. That feeling when you spike someone.
Of course he plays Mario. So like, what are you saying though?
The down air from Rob, forward air from Mario, the multitude of moves from Bowser, all of those strong kill moves that really put a dent on your opponent's mindset are things that have really pushed Humongous to this point in his career with Smash Wii U. But he's going to have to really pick things back up if he's going to bring momentum back in his favor against Bebop, as Bebop Shurikens his way to time things back up here in Game 3.
Looking at a lot of pressure being exerted, but not too many confirmed, like, not too many hidden, what's the word? Extensions, strings, not too many strings.
All that game in
Oh, is that a down air? Is it down air? There's just a million% on that. Look at that.
Now that was a damage string. Excellent string of hits from Bebop, bringing him thoroughly in the lead throughout this. And we could be seeing the bracket reset right here if Zavala doesn't bring things together again.
Covered the drop down option. I've noticed Bebop here doesn't go for down B a lot, actually. It's usually the thing, but like I just didn't see it happening here a lot. Why do you think so?
Rod has a lot of tools to recover, and if there's any type of interaction that deep off stage, it's not as reliable for him to recover, but he doesn't have to worry about that. We got the bracket reset. Humongous, not able to defend the throne. Now, games away from losing the lead that he had throughout the night.
So game one of the bracket reset.
Yeah, we got the true finals up here, and we're going right into it with Smashville.
All right, so do you think that Humongous can pull this out? Honestly, I see him being able to.
It's possible. It's always possible. Never count out the boy.
Bebop has already had a very, very solid couple of games here.
Ooh, that's the thing, though. Those couple of games that he's had dominating victories over Humongous, over Fang, over even myself, that builds up his mental momentum, and he's the kind of player who can just run screaming with that kind of a lead.
I expect a jab up.
He wants it.
He might be fishing for it, I'm not gonna lie.
He knows it's very dangerous in a situation like this to fish for it. We almost have it, but that heart, yo, those arm extensions, just enough to reverse the situation out on Humongous, and now the stop is firmly in favor of Bebop. And with some good DI being able to survive that. Covered all those options. Finally into a get up smash that he's been looking for throughout the set. But
Downer again?
not able to get the sweet spot of it.
What was that?
I don't know why, but yeah, he's just hovering near the ledge. He's not able to sweet spot it, and it's really putting him in a dangerous situation right now. gyro play occurring. Just these quick ass karate chops doing everything that Bebop needs in this set. It interrupts Diablo's combos. It interrupts G7's pressure. It just keeps Humongous from being able to approach or keep any semblance of pressure on Bebop.
He's keeping him out so far.
The situation resets so freely. My heart. And he's pushing further and further.
Luigi.
Game 1 of True Finals going in favor of Bebop. It's looking like an overwhelming victory at this point.
Are we gonna see a 6-0?
This is true. But we are having the third character switch. We will be seeing
Is that Donkey Kong?
big old kaiju himself, the King Koopa. This is a very interesting character pick because Luigi can do so much with his character.
He's already got him. He's already got him. He's taking him to 80 off grab.
And he's not able to get the finisher.
He's channeling his inner elegant. So channeling, definitely channeling his inner elegant here. Up, going for the ledge trap, but he can't because of the fact that there's that platform there. Up, jab, jab. Is that a down B? I expect a down B.
Now here's the situation between Bowser and Luigi that you really don't want to be seeing on the side of Luigi. It's going to be difficult for him to secure this kill without fishing for his up smash. But all that rage behind what Bowser gives, we see the shield break. Are you seeing what? He pushed him all the way to the side just so he could Shin Shoryuken. This man is broken, defeated. He's living the lavish life of losing right now.
Anti?
Looking a little relevant. I mean, he's finally made it this far.
Yeah.
Just to get washed up. Out! Someone call Immortals. Get them on the phone. They got their next Hot Smash 4 player.
I am TP.
Nah, that's humongous.
I am TP. Oh.
A wash up looking thorough right now. Bebop giving him the mix and just putting constant, outlandish amounts of damage on. This man's on fire. This is the kind of Bebop we've never seen before.
This is a new Bebop. This isn't cowboy Bebop. This is alien Bebop. The opposite of cowboy.
This the Merc. This the Merc with the mouth.
He's Deadpool. Bebop is Deadpool.
We're going into a potential last game situation as we see Game 3 True Finals right out the gate. Diablo's the one who's nailing the damage, but it's all about if he can keep that kind of pressure on before Bebop can get this combo chain started. And here we go.
I think it's 30% wild. All the hits.
Rapidly be wild in a game that rewards so much shield play, but
Look at that.
no one knows how to counterplay this line of grappling pressure that Bebop's been able to output recently. It's just so much. It's just insane.
Do you think would you say if Humongous threw out a little bit more spot dodge?
I don't know what the hell to make this situation right now. Having the stock lead is the start of something that he wants, but honestly, Bebop is like a nightmare right now that Humongous cannot run away from. And those Shoryuken's gonna be haunting him in the night. Set match after match after match. Returning back into the neutral right off the bat.
Up there, the SDIs out of all the hit stuff up there. Let's trap. There he goes again. The perfect pivot grab there. Not perfect pivot grab. Perfect pivot is really good.
It was just well spaced. This is a man that really understands how his character moves and how he wants to play himself. 87%. This could be the start of a comeback.
Massively pretty large lead. You can't call it a lead, like you said.
Can't call it a
All he needs
comeback,
is one
man,
grab.
especially against the
One grab. Oh,
gets the grab, but
But does the mix-up?
he wants it. But once again, a butterfly press. But he got way too cocky with it, and he's gonna get punished for it. Game 3 is going to the washout king himself, and he's looking to keep the throne.
Oh, I see that momentum. I want to see that momentum go. Just
Is it gonna carry over though? That's the question. And we're going right into it. Game 4. And we're on Town City, a very volatile stage because Luigi can use these to extend his combos. He runs
33 on
killing
grab already.
really early where he can, but at the same time, all those platforms are going to do a big job in helping Zavala return to stage and being able to. All right, I'm gonna stop talking because that right there was the Bizarro World combo. That was the 0 to 100 on itself, and this could be the kind of stumbling that Lucas needs to pick himself back up into this.
Everybody believes it. Like, we don't know.
There are no gods here. Not anymore.
Trying to go for the hard read of up.
He wants it, but this late in the game now, he's getting really cocky. He's getting really hungry for it. The taste of victory is so close. He's climbed so far. But at the rate that he's going now, Humongous might be snatching this away.
It's a bold move. Oh my god. Edge trap.
He wants it.
He
What-
wants it.
That was the nicest of back air, securing a two-stock over Bebop. We're going into game 5.
Oh my god.
We're going into game 5 of true finals. Bebop worked so hard to get here, and he might slip away with the reverse 3-0. He's his own enemy right now. He's his worst enemy.
I want to see this happen. I'm ready to see this happen.
We're gonna see what happens. Can Bebop compose himself? Can the Dark Lord of the Mix bring things back? Or will Humongous finally take another victory under his belt? He's gone from being the paper champion. This could be his 1,000-year reign.
2, 1, go!
And we're going right into it. We're running it back on Town and City. Now, I called this a volatile matchup before, but I didn't account for SDs. Tell me, what do you think we're seeing here? Momentum completely shift.
Okay, so the momentum is completely shifted, and I'm seeing they're trying to play really safe. It's going to be really difficult for either of them to make a move forward. Like, kind of difficult for either one to do anything. Oh, I'm seeing it down there.
There's really nice recovery.
The air dodge with cross up? Lord, he's doing
It's going to be very interesting to see how these two pan it out in game 5 because, like you mentioned, they're playing a bit safer, but they need to still put out that kind of aggression if they want to get the lead on each other. Because if they slow down, they could lose this momentum. Not going to get... Diablo just keeps on over-checking where Bebop is going to leave those green tornadoes. And Bebop, you know, the mastery over Luigi that he has is able to put himself where he needs to check Humongous.
So see both of them playing pretty safe right now. Like, neither of them super hard or anything. But it doesn't mean the air dodge. It does not account for it. Is this it? This might be it.
That's not going to be it. Excellent DI. During that transitional phase of Town and City, where it's pseudo Final Destination, the blast zones are slightly larger.
Really?
It's because it's transitioning to another factor during the stage.
That makes sense.
It's not by a lot. Yeah. It was either lose the stock or lose the stock in style. It's just not one Diablo picking up any type of momentum at this stage of the game. We got our first grab. There's a lot of rage behind this robot right now.
Get this up smash. Let's see. I'm going to say 60, 70 range. Probably 50.
There we go.
He got the up smash. Look at that dash. Look at that. That's a man that can time it up. Am I right?
You are right. And look at that. Using up smash during these combos these percentages up, we are neck and neck. We are at the end of the road right now.
1 grab.
Both of these characters can really use 1 grab. It's all about who can break neutral first. The reverse neutral air really helping out, but all this gyro play is just going so far in Humongous' favor. No, not yet. One more of that, and it could be it. But
This might be the time where I know I'm gonna watch for Humongous approaching more here because the shield is down a little bit.
when he's more confident in what he can do in a situation like this, Humongous can pull off amazing feats, but equally so, Bebop wants the heaviest of reads, and it's the DI read, and that's gonna do it! All of that rage, and we see the reverse 3-0. Bebop clawed his way so far up, but Humongous, he walked up to him, and do you want to know what he told him? Long live the king.
He said, Mario.
Plumbers, we don't need them. They're unnatural humans. Smash with Pride 15 is going to go to Humongous, aka Blue 7, aka Zavala. Man, what a set. Alright. Now, I'm gonna ask my boy to get himself out of the seat so we can interview the now 2-time reigning champ.
Did you see the disrespect? He knocked his look at you.
Alright, my boys. I need my children out of here. I need my homeboy here. I need the man of the hour, the man who against all odds stopped the climb of the century. This is the 1,000-year reign of the paper champion. What do you have to say? Please, for the love of God, stop dancing on camera.
First of all, I hate Luigi. Second of all, I hate Luigi.
Fair enough.
Third of all, I love Rob, man. Everybody sleeps on my boy Rob, but Rob to me holds a special place in my heart. It's because it's like, you know, he's a character that I enjoy playing because like, yeah, he's kind of campy, whatever, but like, he actually has kill setups unlike my main Mario, you know? So that's like, it feels more comforting. And I don't know, like, I just can't deal with that Mario versus Luigi matchup. Like, I know Zenyu hates it against Elegant, like, hates fighting, so like, I feel the same way, but Rob is my comfort pick, you know? Like, he gets...
Alright, I gotta respect it because I've heard a lot of Rob memes, you know, as they've been falling deeper and deeper out of the meta, just say that the character really doesn't work against the increasingly aggressive playstyle that we're seeing in Smash Wii U.
I agree.
But as you see a lot of the skill developed here at Hofstra, everyone's learning the benefits of playing more defensive. Do you feel like that's what's really helping you stay at the top right now?
I feel like lately, with Rob, I've been playing more patient, and patience with Rob is like key. Because if you play an aggro Rob, especially like against like a Luigi, you're just gonna get grabbed and give like 0 to 80. Like, you know, like with Mario, at least I could jump out of the first like down throw to fair. With Rob, I try to up B, catch him, up smash, then up air to back air. He has all these sick conversions because it's just combo food, you know?
Right. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
That's like, you know, he's supposed to be a toy, but he's still like 6 feet tall.
He's made of adamantium, dude. Like Wolverine's freaking knuckles. Like,
yeah, you know, you really made it work. I'm very impressed, I gotta say. Bebop had a hell of a tear.
he had me on my toes. Like, I was sweating, dude.
I saw that Bowser and I was like, this is it. This is it. This is the end. But no, you stuck true to your guns, and it's Judgment Day out here. So, good job, my man.
Thanks, my man. Always a pleasure having you on commentary, you know? Like,
Listen, I can't forget my roots.
word.
I know where I came from. But that's enough for us tonight. We'll probably be putting friendlies on the stream until we're out. But nonetheless, that was Smash with Pride number 15. You can catch us next week for, I think,
Game On.
I think Game On is
Game
next
On
week.
is next week, if I'm correct. Yep, Game On. On Sunday. Tune in, ladies and gents.
That's wild.
This semester flew by.
It's been a wild semester of Smash, but
This semester flew by. Like, I can't.
that's going to be it for us. This is Zavala, the man of 1,000 names, the man of 1,000
Yo,
names.
congrats to you today. Taking out, my boy here took out our previous number 1, Sean O'Hare. So,
You know,
props to you, my man. You played phenomenal. You were having you were controlling your opponent, dude. You would send like a Lloyd out, plant the tree. Like, I saw a couple times when you played against Eon, you would force him to roll, throw the bowling ball off the top platform Battlefield. Like, it was good stuff. I like your play today.
it'll make me blush, man. I've just been,
Nah, yo,
I've
you're
been hitting
grinding
up a lot
out
of
today.
villagers. PG Dom, Yeah, it's been a real big help for me. I've been studying a lot more of his sets. I've been looking also at Panda Bear, he's a player in Chicago. I've just been looking at a lot of these regional vendors because no one in the U.S. has really been able to break through.
That's very true.
Except for Harvard.
Yeah, Harvard and Elegant, you know, they're a disgusting team
Oh my
together.
God.
Oh my god.
The beefy smash dudes. But hey, listen, we're out here character loyals. That's what we got to do. But either way, that's enough for us. That's Zavala. This is Hangman. We're out.
Peace out, guys.